all about that gelato.
It's even got like little graham crackers on the top for the crust.
Jelly. Super jelly.
No need to be jelly. Be peanut butter.
Always jelly.
Be peanut butter so we can stick together.
What? Wait, hang on. No, jelly's sticky.
Not as sticky as peanut butter.
Super sticky.
Oh, we need an announcement.
We do need an announcement. We always need an announcement. I'm always waiting on those slackers.
Let's see. Can we get... Oh, Sheik. Hey, Sheik.
Probably count Visionary Games. Who else can I at? Unreal. Let's at Unreal Engine. See if they tweet out. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Did you really at them?
Yeah. Oh, so that's that. That's that done. Go into there.
What's up, Mishan? Hey, Santos. How are you guys doing? Doing good?
Yeah. Hey, Santos. Hey, Mekan Cat. Hello, Mr.
Hey, Mr.
Squarepeg. Salute to you too, sir. Hey, Moradin. Man, we're actually getting some like regulars, you know.
More than just saying hi to you, girl. Guess you don't care how I'm doing, Moradin.
Wasn't he already in your stream?
No.
Oh.
Hey, Adamo265. Yeah, people are hopping in. What's up, Bell Sauce? I think we're super close to finishing. So we're gonna maybe work on so soon. I always keep tabs on you. I don't need to say hi because I'm stalking you. I'm always there.
Yeah,
we're
getting fairly close to finishing the jungle boss. Yeah.
Jushi, bonjour, toi le monde. Hey, Zyla. Finally caught these angels live, yo. Aw, hey, Ichi, thank you. I'm glad you finally caught us. Greetings, Orc King. Thanks for coming. I don't know Orcish, but hello in Orcish. Let's see. Doing good, White Pulse. How are you doing? 私はあなたに気づく怖いです。
はじめまして、私はリーです。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
やったー!
Oh, Prime is looking good. Did you catch the horn? Did you ditch the horns? Oh, did we ditch
the ones on the head? Yeah. They kind of like, so what they did visually for his profile was they made his head look like super wide, and that basically made him look almost like dwarvish in proportion, like his head was too big for his body kind of thing.
Player the second has joined the fray. Thanks for following. Mouth drawing? It's fine, just draw a curved line and you're good. Draw a parenthesis and put it on the side.
Yep, draw all the parentheses.
That's all art is, right?
Yeah, pretty much just parentheses, yeah. Have you ever seen the tutorial on how to draw an owl?
No.
Really good. I'll find a link for you.
Okay. No, I'll do it on my stream. Just drawing stuff.
Oh my god! There's literally a subreddit called "Rest of the Fucking Owl." That's amazing. So So here is fucking. Here's a link to probably the best tutorial in the world, how to draw an owl.
Oh, so like draw a circle, draw another circle, draw the rest of the owl.
Easy steps.
Have you guys decided on how many buffs you wanted, or an idea for a new one? Personally, love a red and blue buff return. We don't have a mechanic today in there, so we don't.
Yeah,
in chat today.
Yeah, we don't have anyone in chat today. And as usual, there's the disclaimer in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. So I'm gonna go ahead and say we're gonna have like 12 buffs. They're all gonna be super OP. Like you get one, you can win the game. It's kind of like Quidditch, you know, Harry Potter Quidditch. You know, like you catch the golden snitch and you win the fucking game. Basically like that. Like you get this one buff and you just win. Until someone from mechanics corrects me, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
He has electric attacks. Oh, somebody from mechanics is correct. Draw some circles for the rest of the
So apparently there is actually a subreddit called "Draw the Rest of the Fucking Owl," and it's literally just tutorials like this. It's like have you ever seen people that it's just yeah.
Artist man, so passive aggressive to not. Have you seen a comic tutorial how to draw a cat? Have not. 300 health per second on each buff. Yes.
Well, I mean, 300 health per second is kind of relative to what the health pools and stuff are like in your game, right? So, like, I mean, what if your health pools are like in the tens of thousands?
Guys, today is a really special stream because I have gelato. Not just any gelato. It's raspberry cheesecake gelato. So I'm happy. That's all.
I'm disgusted by the lack of sharing, to be honest. Especially since Oni promised everyone gelato.
Right. I'd send it to you, Gar, but it's like probably gonna melt.
We can find a way.
We have this. We have the technology.
We have the technology. We can find a way to send gelato.
Gelato. I got pizza and Ben and Jerry's.
Oh yeah, I'll share that one with the group as well. So earlier today, I concocted a milkshake that was just absolutely divine. And yes, I'm not just not even afraid to use the word divine at all. So yeah, just a couple of scoops of Ben and Jerry's cookie dough ice cream and coconut milk. Just blend that shit together, and it's just like a party in your mouth.
It brings all the boys to the yard.
Yep.
And they're like, it's better than yours.
Damn right, it's better than yours.
Could you teach me?
I'd have to charge.
No coconut. Oh man, I'm sorry.
Today is also a super fun stream because it's the day that Omega has to switch his stream to mature audiences only.
Not for the reason you guys think.
Isn't that right, Omega? Just
yeah, I do.
just titties everywhere.
There was just so much. They were just flapping, just flapping. The definition.
Flapping old titties
in the breeze. All the breastises, all the boobies.
Hey Rex Recap, we love you too.
Love you too, Rex Recap.
And I love you, random citizen. I did the finger guns at the screen, just so you know.
What I do is when I have to do it, I make the click noise. Doing a good thing over here. I didn't have to do it, you know? Thank you. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
Without you, this stream would be boring and dead. But because you're here, it's less boring and not dead.
Like at least 12% better.
Yeah.
These are the types of dialogue clips back and forth we need in PPR, talking about all the milkshakes.
Are we gonna go for milkshake flavors? Swear to God, there better be a milkshake master in the game. Otherwise, I'm quitting.
Milkshakes are my favorite. Dessert. So, oh,
Of course,
guys,
I mean, like that's a surprise. Like, you love sugar, right? A milkshake is basically just like a massive cup of sugar that you can just drink, you know.
Make it even better. If you guys have Dairy Queen, right now they're doing their cotton candy promotion.
We don't have Dairy
cotton
Queen.
Candy pieces. I'm sorry. But so what I do is they stopped selling the cotton candy bits in a milkshake because a child choked on it and died. But they brought them back.
That's almost like, so in the UK you can't buy energy drinks if you're under 16 anymore. Like, you have to be over 16 to buy energy drinks because a bunch of kids, like, they drank like 4 Monster drinks in one morning and then died while they were at school or something. And I'm just like, well, you know, if you know, it's like fucking hell. Like,
so what you do is you go there and you're like, hey, I want a vanilla milkshake, but I want you to blend cotton candy pieces in it. Exact same thing, dude. And it's super good. Workarounds, man. You gotta patch it.
Workarounds are the best. I'm a technicalized. My whole life is workarounds.
Regarder un stream or that's probably French. Yes, that's French.
So, like, one of the things that I'm dealing with at work at the moment is, like, I'm learning how to do multi-threaded processing. So I'm learning how to multi-thread my code, and Unity does not like multi-threading at all, because everything in Unity runs in the main thread. And even worse than that, they basically have thread locked the entire Unity API. So if you want to do something in Unity that is based on part of Unity's kind of like built-in code or whatever, it has to be done in the main thread. You can't multi-thread it. You can do it in coroutines, but coroutines only really work for game processes, and the stuff I'm doing is for like editor processes, so I can't use it. So I have to like write a whole bunch of custom code, essentially workarounds to make it all work and everything. And then one fun thing that I discovered was like, oh, so I've got to do a whole bunch of image processing. I need to make images, and I need to be able to do this in the separate threads. Now, Unity has its built-in image processor, but because it's built into Unity, I can't use multi-threading with it, which really sucks. So then I was like, wait, C# has a built-in library for image processing. Let's just use that one. Except you can't, because Unity have deleted that library from its built-in API. So fuck me, yes. Right?
Let's see. Cooking disaster I had that when I was mixing strawberry milkshake, I accidentally mixed vanilla sugar with baking soda. Mixed up vanilla sugar with baking soda. Since both containers from the store are identical aside from the name, I was just thinking, damn, this tastes odd and salty. Did you just keep drinking it? Just thinking like,
love it. This tastes odd and salty. I mean, I've got to wonder if that's the first time you've ever said that in your life.
Stop. Girl, all Americans love sugar. They say they don't. They're either A, not American, or B, liars.
The thing is, it's not even real sugar. Most Americans just love corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup. Out the ass.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever...
Just give me a cup of it. I'll down it.
If you're from Europe and you go to America and you try American chocolate, like any American chocolate, they'll tell you it's like the best chocolate that you can ever buy in America, and it just tastes straight up like ass. Like, European chocolate, just so much better. So much better.
Good, I have a chocolate. Tantalize your senses. You guys do great work. Keep it up. Can't wait to get back into a game like this. I miss it. We hope that you enjoy our project. Never new characters were created from basically nothing. This man is talented. Isn't he, though? He's also skilled.
Thank you very much. Thank you. No, thank you very much. No, you know what? Like, I totally understand why some people use the word talent instead of skill. I'm not gonna like throw beef around about that. I know lots of people will and everything, but I don't know. It's kind of like if you're trying to be an artist and like you're trying to get into the good books of like other artists or whatever, don't say they're talented, because that's like, it's kind of insulting. But if you're not in that kind of circle, if you don't know, you know, like, there's no harm in it, you know. It's a compliment, you know. What's up?
Good, good. New guy's here.
Who?
Hey, JLH.
Oh, hey, Joe.
Guys, this is our new person.
Hey Lee,
Say hi to chat.
the new guy.
Yeah, you're the new guy.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah.
you
So guys, we have a new prop
I'm a new
artist.
person.
We have a new prop artist helping out in the game. And he's decided to join us in chat.
Hey, artist one.
Hello.
And artist
How
woman
you
has joined us
doing?
in chat as well.
I'm sad. I'm almost done with my gelato.
What?
I got
How can
gelato
this be?
and I'm almost done with it.
Get more. Need more.
I don't have access to more gelato.
How not?
Because
You should foresee these things.
I mean, I didn't foresee me being fat and eating the entire cup of gelato.
Wow.
Sometimes you just gotta live in the moment.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I am. That's what I'm gonna do. Living in the moment with gelato. That's the name of my book.
Gotta take this moment. You own it. It's all about to blow. Mum spaghetti stuff.
Only mom spaghetti.
Mum spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
Mum spaghetti.
Let's see. As a sugar connoisseur, what do you think of sweeteners or the sweetener versions of sugar products? They're not real and they don't taste real, and they should stop lying and saying that they taste real. They taste like paper, especially Splenda. I'll eat them, but that does not mean that they're as good as sugar.
You sound almost like Ron Swanson. there's only two things I hate: liars and skimmed milk, which is basically just water that's lying about being milk.
I can totally agree with that.
You mean like utilizing hyperthreading for Intel and simultaneous multithreading for AMD?
No, I mean multi-threading as in having different tasks running at the same time using background threads on the processor.
Oh, this chat is so too technical for me already. I can't deal with this. Can I go back to my boxes, please?
Yeah. So Joe is a pro box maker. He makes the best boxes. Like you wouldn't even
You've never
believe.
seen a
Basic
cube
boxes.
better than my cube.
Show
I'll
me
take
your
you up on that
cube.
challenge. Let's see.
There is actually a story behind that joke, but I don't know if I should tell it.
I think I've talked about it on stream before, actually.
Yeah.
So the story behind how Joe makes amazing boxes is back when Joe and I met when we were doing our master's degree together, and we were in a Google Hangout, and I'm making this character, and Joe's working on some environment stuff. I think I was working on a dragon at the time. Joe's making some environment stuff, and then there was a girl who was doing the bachelor's course at the
Not me.
university. No, there was a girl doing the bachelor's course at the university who was like, I don't know how to get good, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. And I kind of lectured her a bit about how like she needs to spend more of her time actually like focusing on artwork and getting good at it and stuff. And like just basically like stop finding excuses not to work and just actually crank out the work. And I was like, look at Joe, look at how much stuff he's done in the last 2 weeks, it's amazing. And then she just busted out. But all he's doing is basic shapes. And I don't think I've ever like read messages quite as angry from Joe as I did at that moment in time.
Were they like telepathic or like textual?
Like text messages. He was just like, the fuck, dude. So yeah. So yeah, Joe makes the best basic shapes.
Oh man. They're bad. If you want some sugar, use sugar. The artificial stuff has worked for you. Yeah, you're swallowing sweet tasting chemicals. Which I mean, yeah, it works for some things, but it's just not as good as regular sugar.
And so my daughter watches these YouTube videos of like these people playing with their kids. I guess maybe she's trying to send me a message or something, but like there's this one video where the guy's like, oh yeah, my kid has this salt lick. And don't worry, everyone. It's like this specific type of salt that's actually like it's the healthiest salt lick you can get. And I'm just sat there like, might be the healthiest salt lick you can get, but it'll still give your kid a fucking heart attack. Like,
You're still eating salt.
yeah.
Let's see.
Hey, Josh.
What's up, Ozzy?
Hey,
Hey, Ogre.
Yes,
I came in on the Joe story, so
Nice,
I was like, no.
nice. What? How do you feel about basic shapes, man?
dude, it's not. She's not wrong.
She really isn't. In all fairness, like when I was studying my bachelor's fucking years ago, I remember I had to choose. Like I kind of liked doing characters, and then I started learning environments, and I was going, well, this is actually I really like this. And then I think my environment art lecturer is the guy who sold it to me. He just said like, you can study anatomy and do tons of work into that side and have everyone criticize every single like bit of hair strand and muscle that you do on any character, or you can just make cool shit all day by making like a cool gun or a door or anything you want. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do the basic stuff.
JLH doesn't like curves. Give him those flat shapes. Squares, man. Let's see. When I was younger, my dad accidentally put salt in my porridge instead of sugar. Sugar. Oh, sugar.
I bet you hated your dad that morning. Salty porridge, yeah.
Isn't it like grits? Wouldn't that be like grits?
That's like birth of a supervillain right there.
When you went to look at some of those monster designs, I love the four-legged lizard ones. Really cool. Glad you like them. I think those are by Asian.
Yeah, Asian's been spitting out some killer stuff lately. Like he's really
he's
like over the like I mean like he's always been good, right? But over the last like 3-4 weeks, he's just been just been
throwing him out.
And the thing is as well, like he literally came into chat one day and he was like, so I've always looked down on photo bashing for concept art, but this is really good. This is really neat. Like he's like, look how fast I can do this stuff. It's like, yeah, man, it's fucking good too.
What
you remember when Tudor found that? You remember when Tudor was like,
Oh, yeah.
oh wait, photo
I
bashing.
changed it. Yeah. Can do shit quickly,
Girl, what do you enjoy most about your work? I imagine it's seeing your stuff come to life. Mr. Odd Stuff has joined the fray. Thanks for following.
That is exactly my favorite part about the work. Like when you finally see it come to life on stream. Like I even had it recently. Like we were doing like an internal build, like on the server and everything. Just basically it was just one of these things. Like, does this shit work? Does that shit work? And like people are running around with Magnus, and I'm like, oh yeah. And the thing is as well, like Elithenia's got. Like her character's nearly ready for that kind of stage. That'll be coming soon. Worden will be at that stage very soon, and like both of those guys, like they're gonna have that same feeling, and it's gonna be so cool. And like Joe, like I'm sure you have that now at work, right? Like you see your stuff in the game, and it's like, oh yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna see my stuff at E3 in like a week.
I know, right? Like, well, that's the thing. Like, last year was my first ever E3 demo reel thing. Like, the first time any of my work has ever made it into like an E3 reel. And I was just like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I get that in like a week. I'm excited. I took the next day off so I can stay up all night.
Nice.
Damo 265. I did a bit. Lee tried to get me into it, but I played other stuff eventually. I think.
Let's see. No matter what, man, Snickers and Twix still tasted absolutely amazing in Europe. I did notice the difference in taste when I drank Coke. It was still good. Honestly, the amount it cost to drink soda at a restaurant would make me stop drinking soda. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So sweetener products are like vegan products. Fakeness and lies. That's not nice. Vegans do their best to stay healthy.
Oh, Lee, I have a request. Can you actually send me one of your low poly characters for a scale reference, please?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
I just need the low poly.
Yeah, I mean we're basically using the UE4 mannequin for that, but yeah, I can.
I like to have the actual character because that's actually fun.
Okay, well, like
I want color.
Okay, like whatever, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Making demands already.
Yeah.
Well, he asked me to join, so he's got to deal with me.
Over food as well. I mean,
Yeah,
that's a deal.
Yeah, I totally
Well, he
brought.
didn't buy me food. Like, he was just
Yeah.
joining.
I totally took.
Buy him food?
No. I took into Nando's. Like I would have offered, but
Should've
like
buttered him up.
I would have offered, but he got to the counter first and ordered before me. So like, what am I gonna do?
Slip your card. Slip the card.
I mean, I totally would expect steak fajitas.
Yeah. I was considering doing that in the evening, but I had to run off home early, and I feel really bad as well because Christina turned up with like food, and she's like, "Oh, I was gonna make dinner for you both." I'm like, "Oh."
No.
I can't remember what we ate now. Damn. It
You
was nice,
gotta.
whatever it was.
You guys know if they're dual tower inhibitors or just a design choice? I guess that's an Aussie question.
That is an
Yo,
obvious
Oz.
question. Yo, Oz, what's up with the inhib?
Well, what's the question again?
Do you guys know if there are dual tower inhibitors or just a design choice?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Gold tower inhibitors?
No, dual
Dual-
towers.
Dual tower inhibitors.
I plead the fifth. I can't speak on that.
Let's see. Will he make the Grox box? I don't know. JLH, you down
I
for
wa-
making a Grox box?
I think at some point we need to pay homage to the Grox box.
I don't actually know what you're talking about, so yeah.
Okay, so there was a bug in Paragon where one of the heroes basically like when you I think it happened for like half a day and then they stopped you being able to play the hero, but Grux basically showed up in the game as a cube.
Okay, nice.
I know,
missed
right?
That one.
Step on my cubes.
Blah, blah, blah. I think you answered this. Gar, did you invite John to the team, or did you just happen to join the same project? I think, yeah, so you already answered that. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Love to see Superville on this team, but no way that'll happen.
Love to see who?
Superville?
Don't know what that is.
I don't.
He was basically the creative director for Paragon.
Oh,
before
yeah.
they, well, they didn't even put Winston in charge, but I don't know. Winston ended up being like the face of the game after Superville was.
Well, like we're open to like anyone joining the team if they have skills that they can like add to the project and stuff. So if anyone from the core like original Paragon team has left Epic Games and wanted to join us, like I'm sure we'd be open to it. I guess.
They'd have to apply like everybody else.
I mean, yeah, they'd have to apply like everybody else,
Yeah.
Except Joe and. And
Oh yeah, I just yeah, that didn't happen.
yeah, like I mean, we'd be open to it, I guess, like everything else.
I don't think he could be creative director. Like if he has other things he can do.
I don't think
Maybe.
we have a creative. We don't think we even have a creative director, do we?
Yeah, we don't have a
That's Golden,
No,
isn't it?
No,
we
he's
have
art
an art
director.
director.
Oh.
Yeah, Golden's art director.
Blah 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 blah. I have a salt crystal, and it's Himalayan, but it tastes great. I'm happy for you.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Ozville, always generic answers. That's Ozzy.
Well, I'm
need
a
to get him
generic
more.
man.
You need to get him more alcohol.
Yes, please.
It's kind of the nature of being in charge. If people ask you questions, and you can't actually say anything.
Yeah.
Unless you're fueled with alcohol on my streams, then something might accidentally happen.
Oh man, the first couple of these live streams were the best for leaks because Golden was just like in here talking about fucking
Just
everything.
talking about stuff. Like he didn't understand the concept of a streamer. Like everybody can hear you, Golden. Stop talking. Yeah, if you want Aussie leaks, go to a stream, get him drunk, and then flirt with him for a little bit.
You don't even have to photo him for a little bit. You just tell him he's got a nice mustache or something, you know, or like ask him his favorite vape flavor and go from there.
Stop! Cease this instant. Drunk stream confirmed. I'm not sure if you guys want to watch us work while drunk.
I don't think anyone's actually seen me working while I'm drunk. I tend to get very creative while I'm drunk.
I've seen you work very tired. Does that count?
Yeah, I
do the same
suppose.
thing.
Hey, June.
Hey, June.
Hey, everybody. June's here. It's June's birthday. Say happy birthday to June.
Happy birthday, June.
Birthday, June.
Wait, sorry. Switch to Japanese for a second. Paragon was awesome. 56 days played. I did play Smite, but after Paragon came out, I dropped it like poo. The skills were simple, unique, yet easy to read. It's Smite. Basic skills and combat in general felt sloppy afterwards. Well, we hope you guys. I hope you like your. We hope that English is a language that I speak natively. Hope you like our project, Ichi. Hi, June's boyfriend.
Awesome.
Omega drunk equals violent person finally comes out. I'm not a violent person. I don't know what you're talking about.
I still disagree
I'm
with
pretty
that.
sure you are.
Yeah.
I'm in the other.
You're probably abusive.
Wow. No, I am not that.
And not even the fun kind of abuse.
You know, the one where you get to toss someone around for a little while and have fun? Yeah,
I am 5'4".
Hey, same as me.
Hey. Sure, people squad.
Teeny tiny people. I feel like Thor in the first Avengers. Like, you're all so petty and tiny.
You are just not that ripped, Lee. I'm sorry.
I know, I'm not. I'm really not.
Or blonde.
Or blonde.
Wow, May, 11 viewers. June, look at you.
Go in the box and give me the other people.
What other people?
Drunk.
Huh?
But I don't get drunk veil sauce, so.
Yeah.
Ah, I broke it.
It's not violent in self-defense. We've established. I was playing Bioshock 2, and it's established that I'm not a violent person. I just acted self-defense.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Bye.
August has joined the fray. Things are fine.
So yeah, this
Hey,
is my stream format, Joe. I work and other people do the work for me, like in the stream. 'Cause
Yeah, that works. I stream and I don't do anything other than play games, so
Oh man, I do too. We should play together sometime.
yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work. Ozzy, they said your inhibitors look cool. So congrats on that.
Thank you.
People are just like, Blueway 2 has joined the fray. Thanks for following. I feel like people are just like making joke accounts just to follow us.
whatever makes my stats look good. Could they also like view from a separate IP, like on a VPN or something? Get the view count up. I wonder if that's the thing that you could do. Like you know how like
It
you
is
can.
a thing you can do. It's called a chatbot. People pay for that shit.
That's what I mean. Like you play like an MMO or something. You can buy gold. You play other things. You can buy certain stuff. Like there has to be like, and you've just confirmed it. Thanks, but like there had to be in my mind some kind of service for like, let's just get our views up really quick. You know, like.
Yeah.
Making
Pretty
friends.
sad because you'll see like a streamer with tons of viewers one day, and then the next day they've got like 10, and you go like, oh, why?
Well, we have 55, and they're all ours.
Yeah, we love you guys. Thanks for coming.
And
Awesome.
honestly, I'm surprised we even have that many. The fact that you guys haven't been pissed off by me already is a testament to your own, you know.
Yeah, these guys have got some like thick skins or something.
I know. Like Joe's my best friend, and he
I
barely
know
puts
you.
up with me. Joe moved to a different country, you know. Like,
I'm like, oh, I finished my degree with Lee, so now let's leave.
Bye.
literally, that's how it is. I don't think you understand. like I was just like, God damn it, my best friend's fucking gone.
See, now I didn't feel bad before, now I do.
Oh, dude, it's fine.
Yeah, I can hear the hurt from his voice as he said it.
What, through the laughter? Just like, yeah, he sounds real hurt.
I pressed duped. I pressed tooted out.
Is that a
Yeah.
reference to the game you were playing in your stream?
Yeah, LA Noir. So, LA Noir, that game goes from 0 to 100 in like 5.5 seconds. I was...
That game, that game, like the studio that made that game, basically, like the specific studio in Australia that was like working on it, basically like they shut down not long after the game came out because they crunched super hard on that game. Like, and they even like they came out with some things that like the rest of the industry just went nah. You can't say that. And it was stuff like fucking one of the directors on the game basically telling artists like you being here and working on this is a privilege, and like you should be putting in 60-70 hours a week on this, you know, otherwise we'll find someone else because fuck you.
Oh, I heard some horror stories about what's the studio that made The Witcher again?
CD Project Red.
Yeah. So I was talking with a guy who started at my studio, and he was telling me that he actually applied to CD Projekt Red because he lived in the country and he wasn't far away from there. And so he goes in for his interview, and you know he has a family, he has a wife, he has kids, and
they're like, that's no bueno.
Oh no, they literally say, like, they asked him like, okay, so like, do you have, you know, are you married? Do you have children? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, okay, well, like, this is right at the start of the interview, you know, this is after like introductions. And then we said, we're going to say right out the gate that like this probably is not the job or the studio for you if you have a family, because you will live at this studio for the production of this game. And this is for Cyberpunk. And what he told me is actually, I think he told me that a third of all of the artists that worked on The Witcher 3 got divorced during production of the game.
Fuck me, man.
Yeah, like they crunched so hard for so long, like 6-7 day weeks, like 12+ hour days to get that game out in the quality that it was. That, you know, they didn't leave the studio. And the thing is, when you go to work there, they expect it. They don't even try to like
hide
that. They just say, no, this is what will happen if you work here. You have to live this production of this game, or you know, you shouldn't apply. You shouldn't be here.
Yep. So like this goes out to the guy in in the YouTube comments who was bitching about how this creature is taking too long.
Don't call people out. Don't call people out.
I'm just gonna tell you right now. Yeah. No, crunch culture is.
A lot of people don't.
Sorry, go on, Joe.
You go. All right. I just find that, you know, people that, you know, just consumers of games don't really understand how long it takes to create some assets in games.
No, they don't.
They don't know.
Does the Jungle Boss have a name? Right now he does not, but we're calling him Jungle Entity.
What did we call him in the last stream?
We
had a name for him in the last stream, but I can't remember what it was. I just remember giggling about it for like 10 minutes.
I think it was something like oblong something. It was oblong something. Oblongoid or something.
I think it was something like that, but I just can't remember what it was.
Because I think we're like hexagon, oblongagon or something.
Oblongagon.
Oblongatops.
Oblongatops, that's the one.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't like any of the abilities killed it for me. Paragraph. I have a crap ton of questions, but I'll control myself. Please don't do that. Ask us all the questions you have.
Yeah, ask us whatever you want, man. Like, now's the time. Like, who knows if this stream's gonna carry on? Like, I could die. I could get hit by a bus or something. You know?
Forbid. But,
yeah, you forbid me to get hit by a bus? I mean, like, I'm not intending to.
Yeah. You're not allowed, though.
Just saying, like, shit happens, you know?
I mean, sorry, Captain Fail Source, who's in Lee's chat, like, I wouldn't feel guilty about being excited for a game because of, you know, that. Like, the fact is, the studio tells the artist up front, this is the way it's going to be, and, you know, it's their choice to accept that or not. If they don't want to do that, then they don't have to. You know, they work somewhere else. But the thing is, like, they produce a result. The games that they end up producing, sure, they'll probably burn some artists out working like that, like which I totally get. But if you want to work on that game, like you want to have your name tied to that game, that would be like, it would be very big for your career to say, like, to walk into your next studio for a slightly more relaxed position or job with like that game under your belt. You can probably work anywhere you want to.
Yeah. But you walk into the thing when they tell you it's time to go home. You go, ah.
What is home?
I mean,
no, I mean it's an apt perception to have. Like, as a consumer, yeah, absolutely feel excited for the game. The game's gonna be fucking amazing. Like, if it's anywhere near as good as like The Witcher and stuff, it'll be fantastic. And the whole like cyberpunk theme, yeah, I'm hooked. I love it. I'm not a fan of the fact that they've actually copyrighted the term cyberpunk, which, you know, sucks. But, you know, whatever.
They shouldn't be able to do that.
Well, you know, they have.
It's a whole genre. They can't just take it.
They did.
Well, they did.
So yeah, anyway, like, yeah, absolutely be excited for it and everything, but this was more a conversation on, like, understanding the realities of how long it takes to make a game and how much work goes into it, and, like, if you want a game like that to be made in a relatively short period of time on a stable budget, then you're gonna need people to work, like, unpaid overtime all the time and stuff like that. That's not, like, it's not really the normal case in the games industry anymore, especially over the last few years. Like, a lot of places have kind of turned down crunch culture, and there are places that, like, crunch culture still exists, but they're actively working against it, kind of thing. Like, they're definitely trying to get rid of it. A good example is, like, Naughty Dog, where they're like, a lot of our artists stay because they want to. We don't make them do it. We don't have, like, tight management deadlines that force them to do it or anything, but they just have this burning passion for the game, and it makes them want to stay late and everything. So one of the things that we are actively looking out for now is burnout, and how can we stop it, like, early and all that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, like, my studio, they overtime is always optional. Like, they won't force you to do it. Even like, and then if they give you an unrealistic deadline and they say, like, we give you the option to do overtime if you want to, and it's like, they don't blame you if the prop isn't done. It's kind of not your fault, you know, or if the work isn't done. Like, it's a bit strange sometimes, but I think what I've seen so far, at least where I work, they take pride in not having, like, this crazy crunch schedule, and having a good production schedule to keep everyone on track, and so that doesn't happen. And I think if the studio is well managed and well organized, then it doesn't even happen. Like, there's always going to be some overtime, but at least it's paid. And at the end of the day, you know, I work in France, and they have fantastic working laws. So I have no complaints. Like, the working laws in France is fantastic.
Hey, G-Skill 32. We're Visionary Games. We're working on a project. It's in the same vein as Paragon was before it met an untimely demise. So currently we're working on one of our jungle bosses. And yeah, that's what we're doing. Our team here is mostly artists, actually. Yeah, this is an artist stream today. Woohoo!
Artist and a voice actor. Yeah. Maybe a surprise appearance from Booth later. You know.
Maybe.
The guy's like the wind. You know, he just like turns up as he feels like it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for Joe to meet Booth. Honestly, I think those two are just gonna like hit it off so well.
Hey, Anserat, thanks for coming.
Yeah, the three of you are gonna be like butt buddies.
Pardon me?
I'm down. Like,
Pardon me?
Pardon-moi.
Appropriating my culture?
Pardon-moi?
I'll appropriate whatever the fuck I
so
want.
many, like, English, like, accents and stuff, because, you know, I live in France.
Baguette.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
We actually have we have a French community manager, and she is awesome. She has a very thick French accent.
Oh no, I have nothing against like the people here at all. I just, you know, they're all French, and you know, it's not my native country or language, so.
Oh no, he's just trying to justify his racist tone.
Oh, I know. I'm well aware of what he's trying to do. I'm trying to distance myself from Lee in general.
Osville, you take your sombrero and get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
Moving to a different country didn't really help now, did it, Joe?
That's an interesting way to look at it. Sounds like Monster Hunter. There's a wind-up before the animation finishes, and you can see it. I find it hard to counter, dodge, react in time and spike. His skills just don't have it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I gave up on reading that sentence. I saw something. I got distracted by something else, so stopped reading that sentence.
Ooh, shiny.
Ooh, a penny.
Squirrel.
Oh man, I watched a really funny like little video clip on Imager of some guy fucking. He was like he was on a bus. And the thing was titled, "Ooh, a penny," and the guy had fallen asleep in his chair, and he fell over sideways so much that he landed headfirst in the middle of the aisle.
T-Skill 32, we currently do not have any estimates on release dates. We're just kind of, it'll be done when it's done kind of thing, but we are actively working on it. So we'll get it as soon as we...
Yep.
As soon as we
have internal guidelines and pressure and stuff, but no, we can't give public expectations on that kind of stuff, because what if we get it wrong? You know, what if we say like, oh, we're going to release it in like 3 months' time, and then we don't, and then we're just like every other project that tried doing.
Them are assholes, basically.
Yeah, we can't handle that pressure as an indie studio. We're indie, right? We're technically indie.
Well, I mean, we are indie. We have no funding.
We are indie. As an indie studio, we can't handle that pressure.
I mean, I don't know about you. I just joined. And no one told me I was getting paid, so.
We're trying to work something out with paying people in dollar.
We're paid in love and kindness and compliments.
We haven't pimped Dalar in the stream for like ages.
You want to pimp Dalar?
You can pimp Dalar if you want.
Dalar. Buzzwords. They know them. Are you a studio yet? Like an official one? We're currently working on our incorporation, aren't we?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so sooner or later we'll get there. We're currently going through legal stuff because we have people from all around the world.
Yeah, that's the thing that makes it difficult. So like, there are some countries where like, if you're a corporation in this company, you cannot take volunteers on to do work for you. you have to pay everyone. And then there's other places that are like, you can take volunteers on, but they can only be from your country. And yeah, we're probably going to be like, we're probably going to be based in like Ethiopia or something.
Stop.
Well, I'm just saying we'll find a place with like the most relaxed like laws on incorporation.
Oh god. The recipe for disaster.
We're working on it.
Estonia might be good. We should look into Estonia actually. Estonia are awesome. So like you can basically buy yourself an citizenship for Estonia for like $50 or something, but it allows you to set up a business in Estonia, and it allows you to abide by like all of their tax laws and all of that kind of stuff. Estonia are like an incredibly forward-thinking country when it comes to business and citizenship and the internet, which isn't really surprising. Sorry, it isn't really surprising. It isn't really surprising when you consider that Estonia has like a ton of people who are responsible for most of the internet technology that we use.
Oh, Boofy's here. Boofy, come into the voice chat. Meet our new guy.
Hey, Boof.
What was I gonna say? I don't know what I was gonna say. It probably wasn't important. More than likely.
I say unimportant things all the time.
Link Chimovsky from Estonia.
There are some singing French people outside my window. They're being very loud.
Are they good?
No. They're singing drunk French people. Because I live on a high street above many bars.
Give us a translation of what they're singing.
Oh god, I don't even want to guess.
Sorry y'all, I'm crazy slammed at the moment. Hello JLH, says Boof.
Hello.
Boof is our audio director lead guy person.
Yep.
Okay.
He's my boss. Oh man. So girl, what are you up to right now?
Feet. Working on feet.
Oh man.
Yeah, but have you seen the size of his fucking nose?
Girl, I think we should have a talk about the noses that you made. They're a little bit large, man.
Oh, good lord.
I know you missed me, really.
Oh man, I can't even put it into words.
Oh, this bromance is making my heart melt.
I'm sorry Sheik's not here for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset that he's not.
Wait, where's Sheik? Oh, is he off playing Smite?
Probably playing Smite.
That's like,
Yeah, he's
like
playing
what he does all the time. It's like,
He's been playing Smite for 2 hours now.
It's okay. We had a girls' night out in PUBG the other day.
Oh man.
PUBG still going?
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna run out of money soon trying to fight a legal battle with Epic. So
Yeah, dude, that's beyond me. I don't even know why they're doing it.
it's super fucking dumb, man.
Do you think that Epic will get PUBG in the lawsuit?
No. So that's not what the lawsuit is. The lawsuit, PUBG are actually suing Epic.
No. I mean, if they lose and they can't afford for the countersuit, that's definitely gonna come.
I don't think there'll be a countersuit. I just don't think that they'll be able to afford a prolonged legal battle with Epic over what is essentially something that has already been argued before. Like there's already precedent to say you cannot what's it called? You cannot trademark or copyright or whatever a gameplay mechanic, which is essentially what the argument is. They're like, oh yeah, you stole Battle Royale as our winning gameplay mechanic formula thing, and you know all this stuff. There's already precedent to say you can't sue someone over that. Like a gameplay mechanic is something that is open for anyone to kind of reinterpret or copy or whatever. Like, could you just imagine, like, if they did win this suit, just imagine what would happen to first-person games. Like,
not only that, but like even like sports games like PES versus FIFA, like that wouldn't be able to exist anymore either under the same circumstances.
Yep. it's a huge deal, but it's one that it's a losing battle for them, and I don't understand why they've done it. Like, they should literally just be like, PUBG is still making over $100 million a month. Let's just be happy.
Nah,
PUBG
man,
is running
money.
on PUBG is running on the Unreal Engine.
Like, I've got to be honest, man. Like, if this game that we're making makes like $1 million a month, I'm gonna be happy. You know, if it makes 50 grand a month, I'm gonna be happy.
Oh, hey, Oni. What's good?
I'm currently stuffing my face with cucumber. It's
Oh, I had gelato.
Gelato's good too.
Hint, hint.
Nah, I'm hungry.
So, Joe, you haven't met Oni-chan yet, but Oni-chan owes all of our followers gelato.
This has neither been confirmed nor denied.
Omega, have any?
Voice. Jesus Christ, by the way.
Sorry, what was that?
No.
His voice. It's like, what the hell?
No, there was a reason I was hired.
Omega, have any thoughts on the announcer lines? I'm gonna just do some defaults and then I'll work on writing some stuff for different variants.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Joe, there's a reason I was hired. It's not because I have a personality or anything.
He doesn't.
I mean-
He doesn't even have a face. He's just a voice.
Can be confirmed. I have
I've seen it.
I have no
I have-
evidence
I
against
have
that
the
because
faith
you're just
of-
a voice in my ears right now. So
I have a face for radio.
The thing is, Joe, like when you
You'd be
hear
a
when
boy.
you hear him, like, it's literally like, this is not just any voice. This is an M&S voice.
Wait, did you say an
only British
M&S?
people are gonna get that.
M&S, Marks and Spencer's. It's a British food chain. They have a TV advert where they're like, it's not just any food, it's M&S food.
Okay.
And to be fair, their food is really fucking good. So
Yeah, it's really fucking expensive, but
that's probably why that. Dude, did you hear? They fucking they made a
they're
60%
yeah,
loss
they're
year on
closing
year.
tons of stores or something.
Yeah.
Hey, Lee. Hey,
What's up?
Lee. It's not just any food. It's M&S food.
Oof. Chills.
See, now I know why you've been streaming so much, Lee. Because you don't have to do anything. All the entertainment is in this Discord.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing anything.
He's a smart one.
Yeah, work smart, not hard, man.
Me and Oni are eternal rivals. We fight each other every Sunday at 12 p.m.
In the street.
Even though the entire community ships us for some reason.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's a love-hate relationship.
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
It's like it's weird. I don't know.
It is weird. You're right.
Yeah. It's like me and Oni fight all the time, but I think the people are like, you two are dating. And we're just like, okay.
Well, I mean, like, fighting all the time isn't a reason not to date.
I mean, no, but like, we don't. Like, I don't think people understand that we don't interact that much outside of the street.
I can actually hear her cheeks going red.
His.
Just saying.
Sorry, Omega
Right,
is a guy.
sorry.
And don't be upset about that either. Like, we have that more often than you think.
Every stream?
Yeah, like at least for the first like month or so that we were streaming, we were just like, Omega is a guy, and it took so many people like in chat and on YouTube and everything just to be like, wait, what?
I had to confirm it. They're like, people came on my stream and they're like, my sister said you're a guy. Can you confirm this?
I can neither confirm nor deny that Omega has the Magnum dong.
What the
Honey, that's implying that you've seen me unclothed, and
According to the community, I have.
I mean,
Well, having conversations like this live on stream isn't going to help. Like,
having
whatever the
headcanons
community
is not. Hey, Percival. I'm gonna fight you for those irresponsible bits, Percival. But yeah, no, Oni, I mean, you know, like, it's not like, it's like, you know?
Like,
Exactly.
you know? What's the line from It's Always Sunny?
I don't know, I don't...
Which one, dude? There's so many.
Oh, that's it. It's fucking... Frank. Oh, whoops! I dropped my monster condom that I use for my Magnum dong.
I dropped my monster condom that I use for my Magnum dong.
I mean, that's just Oni. That's just Oni. I think Oni got it flipped, and he was just talking about himself. It's okay. It's okay, Oni. I appreciate you. Yeah, you chew on those crisps.
I think we need a little less dong appreciation in the stream. Can we save that for when we're doing that super shredded, like half naked guy?
I still refuse to voice that.
You can refuse all you want, but that's your job.
Like, I don't think you understand.
An enemy has drawn first blood. Strange, that's usually my job.
Oh, how about this? If you do it, then I'll do like a super sexy succubus to go along with you.
Can you do that? Can you do this? Can the super sexy succubus be the fat hooker?
Yeah.
This is the weirdest Discord I've been in a while.
Well, it's with Lee. What do you expect?
I'm not. I honestly, the way Lee phrased it earlier, I thought it was just going to be me and him talking shit while he was streaming. And I come in and I'm like, okay,
nope.
That's cool too.
No. This is a very, very public stream.
An enemy has been slain. Not the first time I've taken someone down.
Or going down on someone, that would be...
Hey, alternatives exist.
uses the hook ability. Come here, sugar. Oh, you get to use your Southern Belle.
Come here, Shug. How you doing?
This is a really fucking good cucumber.
Fuck, deep throating cucumbers.
Fuck yeah, cucumber.
Well, because I'm having probably one of the laziest, but one of the most delicious fucking snack combos you can get.
Which is?
I've got fresh chilled cucumber and a little dish of sea salt.
Did
We
you
were
bring
just
enough?
talking about salt earlier.
Did you bring enough to share with the class?
I have like 2 more in the freezer if you want one.
There's like 50 people in chat right now.
See, one thing that I used to love when eating cucumber wasn't salt; it was vinegar. I used to love dipping cucumber in vinegar.
It makes it a pickle.
It's really nice. I'm not actually a fan of pickles.
Yeah, like growing up, honestly, I was one of those kids who had like the fine taste in snacks, lightly salted cucumbers.
So you're the Dennis Reynolds of the group.
Log.
I was
Oh,
the
shit,
pretentious
have you guys-
kid in preschool.
Have you guys ever had ants on a log?
Nope.
Yeah, I was talking about that, and everybody was like, "What the fuck is ants on a log?"
Yeah, they had no idea what you were talking about.
I still don't have any idea what you're talking about.
So you take celery and then you put peanut butter on the
No,
inside.
you've lost
and then
me
you
at
put raisins
celery.
on top.
Why would you ever eat celery by choice?
Why would you eat peanut butter?
It tastes okay. First of
so
all,
it's celery with a little bit of peanut butter, and then you stick raisins on it. It's called ants on a log, and it's fucking delicious. And to hell with all of you.
whoa, hey! I was defending ants on the log. I need you to take several seats on it.
Not you, the ants haters.
I think we're gonna need a minute to fight this out.
Ding ding. It just tastes like water.
Celery does not taste like water. The water you've been drinking must be real fucked up if that's what you think. Where do you
I live in
Flint?
America. I live in America.
Fucking.
I've heard
disgusting.
America is pretty big.
Yeah. You're sweet, Marco.
Where'd you live? America. Yeah, that could describe like half the planet.
I mean, I just let you figure it out.
Flying over America is one of the weirdest experiences of my life. You can be on a plane for 6 hours, look out the window, and just constantly just see land.
I know, right? It really freaks you out, like the sense of enormity of that place.
Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge we faced so far? For audio, waiting.
Biggest challenge you'll ever face so far is having constant conversations with Lee.
Yeah. If you can handle me, like your future girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, whatever, like it's no problem.
But I enjoy talking to Lee.
You're one of the special ones.
Yeah.
Not many people can do that.
The amount of times when we were taking our degree where someone would say something and then I would just hear like a sigh next to me, and I'd look over and just see this expression on Lee's face, like he's either going to launch into a "why you're so fucking stupid" conversation, or we're just going to look at me and he's just going to be like, "I'm not even going to bother. That was so dumb. I'm not even going to comment."
Let me tell you why you're wrong.
It could be worse though.
Let me go into this nice, good 10-minute explanation of why you're really stupid.
Hey,
Let me tell you
most
why
of
you're
my
wrong.
arguments were backed up with hard evidence.
No.
And
I
not
never
just
said
10
you
minutes.
were wrong. I never said you were wrong in any of those situations. It was all I would just sit back and enjoy the ride most of the time. Mostly it was focused at a certain other student, and I found that absolutely
Or
fantastic.
teachers.
Oh yeah.
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 telling
Don't forget that.
telling teachers they're dumb. That's always fun.
Yeah, don't do that.
Did you?
I once got kicked out of a university class for correcting my professor.
No, I was like, and to their credit, like they never ever went as far as to say like, although there was one, and bless her, she took the absolute brunt of like the hatred of a whole bunch of us.
I felt you were mean.
I wasn't mean.
I
didn't-
felt genuinely bad for her.
I felt bad for her after that, and I made a very very strong point of like seriously apologizing to her.
Sincerely in the next lesson.
Yeah, and publicly apologizing sincerely and publicly in front of everyone, and letting her know that she was absolutely not the target of that particular argument. But yeah, that was fucking brutal.
Let's see. I come here for Gur's personality as well as his skill.
Yes,
Interesting.
personality.
Is that
See,
boof?
Now, did no one ever tell you it's a a bad thing to lie?
Stop.
I mean,
I
I
think-
come here for his personality, certainly not his skill. I mean, Jesus, have you seen this work?
Well, Joe's
University
working with like
level
the
at
best in the
best.
industry now, so
Our first year university level at best.
Gosh. I feel like Gur is the Ron Swanson of The Office once VGF actually has an office.
well, just doesn't like dealing with people at all. I swear to God, if we ever have a day where like an assistant or whatever says, yeah, so I accidentally, I thought this date didn't exist, so I pushed all the meetings to this date, and now it turns out you have like 500 today. I'm gonna kill someone, like actually kill someone. Ron handled that far better than I ever could.
Watch me actively like walk in there. Hey, my calendar's messed up. Can I log in and just change some stuff around? It doesn't seem like my anything is right. Like, oh yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and go his calendar and just change everything to be exactly 5 minutes apart. Except for this one. This one's 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Just to spice it up. He's actively just
Wait, yeah,
tanking
no,
the
like
office.
there were some absolute weapons on that course.
Mhm.
Oh, special weapons. They required special ammo as well.
Is JLH gonna stream in the future as well? I think he said he does stream. He said he wanted to stream together.
I
sometime.
can. I don't actually know. I'll stream if I'm allowed to stream what I'm producing, but otherwise.
But Joe
the
mostly
vocabulary
streams.
term you used.
Joe mostly streams like his games, like games that he's playing, right?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, occasionally I'll stream personal work, but I've not done any personal work for a while because work's busy. So, yeah. I was thinking about producing streaming whatever I was going to work on, but now I'm doing this. I don't know.
I just completely turned you off of the idea of streaming.
No, not at all. I'm happy to do it. I don't know. I'm not having like. There's going to be a little while before I'm actually doing any work on this. I think, because we have to establish a few things. But until then,
yeah, Joe is currently writing a whole ton of documentation for us.
Oh man.
It's really good documentation though.
Does Gur create all the masters? No, we actually have 3 character artists on the team currently. One of them is our very own artist woman. Say hi, artist woman. Hi, artist woman.
I'm not hiding at all. Hi.
She made Freya. Yay.
Well, still working on
Is
her.
making Freya.
She is currently in the process of spawning Freya.
Spawning her.
Boy.
Yo.
Well, Ron Swanson was my favorite character in Parts of Rec, and Gur essentially has the same personality. I wish I could be as quippy and savage as him.
No. Because then
I feel like
like if you're
Just
if you're like me, you end up with like a handful of friends, and that's it.
Lee's personality is one where some people will take some time to maybe like have some thought process between thinking about what they're going to say and actually saying it. Lee'll just say it. There's no time in between the gonna say it and saying it.
This was raised with me at work recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just like it was like so a few of us have actually like met you in person, and like we know what you're like, and we're okay with that. But for the other half of the team that are like the other half of the team who are based across the other side of the world, when you give like these 5-word answers to complex problems and you're just like, no, do it like this, they have a problem with that. I'm like, oh, for God's sake.
If you want an explanation, go and ask someone else.
Yeah.
Or if
Don't ask Mark.
unless you've said something really stupid, then you're going to get a really good explanation.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, let me just correct you on that forever.
yeah, Gur's the bear of the group. Like Gur is like she's just a big grizzly bear.
There's a reason his name's Gur.
Rar XD.
No, my name is.
He gave up.
You have been blasphemed.
That's the same sigh Oni gives me on a daily basis.
My name is Gur because he's my favorite cartoon character.
You
Yeah.
keep telling yourself that, boss.
One of these
That's
days,
what
man,
boss.
I'm gonna come to Canada and you're gonna apologize to me after I've slapped you.
after I've slapped you.
As is tradition.
You're not
Gur,
a
you're
What's
true
funny?
Canadian.
You know what's funny? He'd actually do that. So I'm sitting here. You're all thinking he's joking. I can see him doing that.
Gur, you said you're like 6'2", right?
Yeah.
Okay. How tall are you, Oni?
6'4".
Ooh.
Yeah, but I'm huge.
No, you're a bear.
He's a bear. He's got the paws. He's gonna run up and be like big slap. Ah.
Yeah, exactly like that. What the fuck?
Cats and Felsos, I think it is from Invader Zim. It is from Invader Zim, your name, right?
That is
Yeah,
correct.
yeah,
Yeah. He's right. Lee told me this story so many times. I've never even seen that, but Lee's told me that. I've heard him say that plenty times, so even I know.
Yeah.
Vadism is the best.
I'm gonna sing the Doom song now. Doom, 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 doom.
Yep, that's the one.
Yep. Oh man.
The
Voice
character
actor
makes
for
me
girl.
want to die.
How
Huh?
dare you?
The character makes me want to die.
Well, why don't you just go to it then?
Because I don't get to watch him anymore.
I know, it's so sad. Although there is a comic strip now.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
You must have seen the news about.
Isn't
Sex
Invader
Arts-
Zim on Hulu? Who swore it's on Hulu?
Seen the news about what, Joe?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. you
you
just,
don't
you just
say it,
sounded
we'll
really,
never know.
you just sounded really upset about that. Oh, it doesn't matter.
If you
No,
don't say it,
I
we'll
gave
never
up. I went back to reading Reddit.
Reading Reddit. I'm gonna go away now.
For shame.
I love you too, honey.
Shame!
Onita, why are you so mean?
Speaking of anime, I watched an anime that I wouldn't normally watch recently, and it's quite good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's called Violet Evergarden, and it's really sad.
Hmm.
I have
I
heard
like
good
watching
things about
sad
that.
things.
It's yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about it, but it's still very sad.
I've gone past watching things that make me sad. I just like want to watch things that make me smile or think it's cool.
I just want to
Pretty much
watch
it
things,
now.
man.
That's a lie.
Oh, I
you
saw
don't
you're
watch
watching
anything.
Lucifer.
I don't watch anything. I just want the enjoyment of watching things again. I'm trying to get back into watching Critical Role. And they're like 18 episodes in, and I stopped at like episode 7.
I never even started with that because I was like, why would I pay to watch someone else play D&D?
You don't pay. It's on Twitch. You're gonna see-
If it's free, you're the product.
well,
Yeah,
no.
I'm not
they
paying
just
with my
play.
soul.
I mean,
You did that to Paragon.
does JLH play any MOBAs? Says Boof. Do you play any MOBAs?
Not for a while.
Oh.
I used to,
Oh.
but not recently.
I just want to watch things, says the person who actively tries to not watch things. I don't actively try. You say it like it's like I'm trying to not watch things. It just doesn't happen. A master inspired by the Naruto character Choji's transformation. He just gets thicker.
So, a fat boy.
He just gets thick.
Couldn't we all use some thick in our life, though?
No, I got you. It's fine. Winky face.
Well, I am.
I don't feel like
lankier
you-
than I am.
I don't
I'm
feel like you're
lankier than
doing much to
Celery,
get rid of this shipping rumor.
I'm not. It's fine.
Well, I am lankier than a stalk of celery. I don't know what shit you're on.
What? No. It's fine. We'll get you some poutine, and it'll be alright.
Some poutine.
Some poutine.
Yeah, God, please. My favorite bar recently closed down, so now I don't have anywhere to go and get my favorite poutine.
I'm sorry.
I want to die.
That should honestly just be like a stream goal. Just be like, oh, me and Oni are going on a date if we reach a certain subscriber goal. Just record the whole thing. What'd you guys do? We went grab poutine.
You know what, guys? 1,000 subscribers. We will confirm or deny. We will give solid evidence to the Omega Oni ship. 1,000 subs. Do it.
I mean, the thing is, if that spreads throughout the community, that's something that could happen. So, like,
It could happen.
like I wouldn't put it past these guys to fish out 1,000 subs from somewhere, man. Like,
And they will
you,
remember it.
you don't want that pressure, believe me.
What? I'm not sure how people are gonna feel about the answer though. Leave that there. Leave that on the floor. Or have you redesigned the shoulders?
No, I've just removed the pads, like, so I could work on stuff without them getting in the way.
Makes a bunch of fake accounts to boost subs. Is it really that big of shit?
I mean, you can make all the fake accounts you want. As long as you sub, that's a sub.
True.
Gosh, Oni, what are we gonna do?
Ship yourselves. I mean, I think the answer there was fairly obvious.
Michan, I'm gonna need you to take a chill pill with your bits, man. Just donated 100 bits. We need you to take a very high dosage of chill.
Thanks for the bits, man.
Appreciate you. But take your chill pill.
Irresponsible bit donations make me moister than an oyster.
I'm gonna need you to cease this instantly, sir. No, just do not come to my stream just to donate some bits.
So is there anything anyone's excited for about E3 next week?
I'm excited to see what you're working on, man. but that's just me being a good. That's just me being a good friend. Like I feel like I'm gonna I'll stay up and watch the thing, and then I'll phone you up. You're like, man, I saw the thing.
Yeah, no. Anything else, Lee?
It's been a while.
Hopefully some news on From Software's new game. I'd love to see something about that. Yeah, it's probably it. Like, I don't have many high expectations at the moment. Maybe the thing.
You all over. You're just pessimistic the whole time, and then you can be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I'm literally just like, life sucks. Prove me wrong, all day, every day.
Our voices have lulled puppy to sleep. Aww. It's been a while since we had anything people could donate for. Anything we need, like that particle program. We don't really need anything.
I don't think we need anything at the moment. I know that we're in talks with someone about some licensing for audio stuff. So that may be a thing soon.
Licensing is so much fun.
I know, right? Fuck me. More expensive than a car, and cars are ridiculous.
You're so obsessed with cars at the minute.
Fuck me.
See, isn't it true that no one in America actually really owns their own car?
They lease them.
Cars?
Yeah.
We lease them, but you can own them later. Like, I own my car. My car's completely paid for.
No, I mean, well, yes, that's a thing. What he means is, particularly Californians, or that I've kind of met anyway. They tend to lease cars. So what they do is, like, they'll lease a car for like 2 or 3 years, and then they'll renew the lease, but on a new car. So like they're constantly getting new cars.
I mean, I guess that's just person, really. Hey! Mr. John is overviewing the fray. He's overseeing the fray. Thanks for the host, Mr. John. We appreciate you.
Thanks for the host, man. One day I'll get to that 75 viewer average. It'll be awesome. It'll be such a good day, because I'm just going to like flood the stream with emotes.
If you want to donate, guys, donate your friends.
Yeah, get your friends viewing. We need an average of 75 views so that I can get partner, so that I can just throw emoticons at you.
We're just gonna throw emotes at the chat.
Yeah.
Gur needs to pump up them rookie numbers. Hey, man.
Gur's trying his hardest, okay? Gur doesn't know anything about
doing really
streaming.
well.
Gur isn't really like a people person, alright? So Gur is really happy with what he has right now.
Gur's doing really well with his stream. Better than a lot of streamers.
I think I'm gonna go turn the fan on. It's really fucking warm here. Be right back.
Yeah, it's about the same here.
Why is Eleanor still running? I closed you a while ago. Why are you still running? Oh, I didn't close you! It's closed now. Velcro sounds so gets up. That's not nice. You need to tighten up those level 3 viewer counts. Oh man. So, JLH, how is it tightening up the graphics on level 3?
Say what?
How is it tightening up the graphics on level 3?
Level 3?
Mm-hmm.
Level 3 what?
Just, you know, level 3. You gotta tighten them up.
I don't think he gets the reference.
I don't get the reference. No, I don't
Just-
get it.
Just ask her.
I'll wait till he comes back.
Yeah.
That's gone way over my head, whatever.
There's so many. It's such a good video. Oh man. So how are you guys doing in chat? You guys having a good day? You have a good existence, moment of period of consciousness? Cause that's all life is, right? Just random periods of consciousness and comas.
And comas.
Yeah.
Why comas?
Because you're
You
unconscious.
had-
Oh. La 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 la.
It's Metaferos Productions.
That feels good.
Hey girl!
Hey. I just
You finished
sorry, go on.
Hey girl. Did you finish tightening up the graph on level 3?
I am currently tightening up the graphics on level 3, yeah. No, I just turned the fan on and I grabbed a can of like mist spray stuff. I just like doused myself with it. Feels so much better.
JLH needs you to explain the reference to him.
What's
What?
the level 3 thing? I don't
Tighten up the
get
graphics on level 3?
it. Yeah.
It's an old advert for a video game college course. Let me find it for you.
Do, 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 do.
Just so fucking dumb. And now that you work doing this, you'll love this. Anyway, there it is in the chat.
Let's have a look. What the actual fuck?
That's exactly how it is, right?
Oh dear God. Wow. How old is that advert? Like when
From
was that?
2010.
Super old.
No way! Really? This is only 8 years old?
Well, I think it might be older than that.
It might be a little bit older, but I remember seeing it on TV.
Oh wow! That's so bad. that is literally preying on kids who. No, that's so bad.
Show it to your boss at work and see if he remembers it.
I'm gonna show it to the dev testers. Fuck.
Can you record it?
I'm gonna send that to Adam like right now. Like,
Just-
have you seen this? This is your job. This is what you do.
Please, just honestly, like, if one of the dev testers ever sends an email around someone, just say like, you need to tighten up the graphics on level 3.
I'm gonna post this in our internal email system on Monday, and I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna see if I get any responses, and then I'm gonna try and make it a thing.
Honestly, I think like, not knowing who's actually in the internal emails, but I think Kaz would probably get the reference.
Yeah. See, I couldn't. The internal email is mainly just for our studio,
Right.
I'm not gonna send that to like the division
Send
team,
it to everywhere.
like every division studio in the world. That sounds like a bad idea.
It sounds like a great idea, because I
great
think they'd love
I
it.
just might message. I might just send it to her. That might work. I need to actually put that in my bookmarks so I don't lose it.
Oh man.
No, I'm genuinely going to try and make this a thing now because it's brilliant. But I'm sending it to dev testers like first because they need to see that.
Remember to drink water, Gur, says Fail Sauce. And don't
Thanks,
forget to save.
man. Thanks, man. Yeah, no, I drink a ton of water. Water.
Water.
Mixed with hot sauce.
Water mixed with hot sauce. Yep.
He has this thing for hot sauce. And it's kind of scary.
Oh, I know.
I have like an iron stomach.
Like he had this little bottle of hot sauce where like the oil from it would probably kill you, and he was like, "This is the best thing in the world."
It was
like, I don't care. I don't bring it
it was Naga chili paste. It was a little jar of Naga chili paste, and it was fucking amazing.
I don't mind,
So like me,
normal spice things.
so like
The stuff that you have is like it's like death in a bottle.
so like Joe had invited Tudor and I over for dinner one night, and I cooked steak fajitas, and Tudor was and I had that stuff in my bag, and Tudor was like, all right, let's make some chili mayo. So he mixed like not even a quarter of a teaspoon of this stuff into like 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise. and then we're eating these fajitas, and like we're both just sat there like, oh, dying. Oh, give me another one. Oh, it burns so good. And Joe sat the other side of the table like, I'm okay with my ketchup.
Hey Adrian, what's good?
Hello.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
So yeah, Joe, recently Osville recommended some Mexican hot sauce to me, and it's really good, man.
Hey, June's back.
Hola. What?
Hey, June.
Hello.
Everybody's saying hola.
Hola.
Spanish stream, let's go.
Hola.
Hola.
Oh, that Asian.
Spanish hour? What?
No, I meant both.
Oh my
No,
god,
what?
the racism is just
Osville.
HR.
Osville Environment Artist Lead. What?
What in the actual fuxicle?
How dare you?
What in the friggity frack?
Dave Chappelle's a great show, man.
Dave Chappelle is a great show.
Usually I think the game looks good, can stay like that, and I'd be cool with it. We're glad you guys think that. We're glad you think the graphics look good, but we do agree that we need to tighten the graphics up on level 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially
Boop says.
those-
Boop says you need to tighten up the graphics on the shoulders.
I'm working on it, man. Like, can you not? Fuck me.
It's really blurry though, man. Like, have you seen that right part? The resolution is a bit low there.
Girl, if you could model in the anti-aliasing, that'd be great. Oh god.
Now he needs to sculpt in some parallax.
Right. make sure you texture in some
Lee-
bloom as well.
Lee loves parallax.
Oh man. So as part of our our final major project, Joe was like, "Can we get some parallax on these materials for like beauty shots and stuff?" And I was like, "Nah." And then when he asked why,
like,
he asked
yeah.
why. Yeah, Joe, he didn't even ask why at first. He was like, "No, but yeah." and I had to.
I'm like, no isn't the right answer in this situation.
I was like, I had to explain to him that parallax increased the shader instructions from a nice manageable 200 odd to fucking 950 something.
Yeah,
and that just
didn't want the game to run with parallax. We just wanted to take still shots with parallax to fool people into thinking that it looked good. Okay.
Do you remember? I don't know if you ever read any of the comments that we got like on the website that we released the game on, right?
No, never, not once.
Dude, one of them was literally like, "This is nice and all, but how the fuck do I turn down these fucking graphics?"
Wait, what?
Literally, someone was angry that there was no like options to turn the graphics down.
Oh, come on.
And there's us just going like, "Look, you should just be happy it even runs."
Yeah, look, you should be happy that it even like opened and it didn't just make your computer explode. In all fairness.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Hey, Boof.
What's happening, y'all?
So Boof meet Joe. Joe meet Boof.
Yo,
What's going on, Joe?
What's
happening?
What the happy apps?
Boof, did you finish tightening up the orchestration for level 3?
I would ask your mom.
Oh man.
Oof. She's tight enough.
I don't know. Have you seen the size of the children in my family? No, let's see. It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway, man.
Cease this instant.
So, yeah, Joe, Boof is our lead sound designer. He's written the music and stuff for like all of our kind of like current promo vids and all that stuff.
nice.
Yeah, he's super good at that kind of stuff. And I always forget we're the same age until we're like 5 minutes into a conversation with each other and just like, oh yeah, we like all the same stuff. And
Yeah, that's like when I first met Lee, and every conversation turned into, "Oh, you like that as well? Oh, that's weird." And how about this? Yeah, that's fucking awesome. That's my favorite game as well. And
There it is.
yeah,
There it is.
we have a shared love of Nando's. So
yes.
Ooh, Nando's
Actually,
is
it was funny because Lee made within the first, I think 10 minutes of actually meeting Lee for the first time, he put his foot in it in a big way.
Fuck off.
And I'm not going to go into like what it was about, but let's just say that Lee had heard something and he decided to say something, and I was like, "Oh yeah, no, that's me," and he was like, "Oh." And then he just hysterically laughed for about 10 minutes because he realized how badly he just fucked himself.
I was literally just like, oh, I mean, that was my exact words, wasn't it? I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, you just went, oh, for fuck's sake. And I was like, I like this guy. He's funny.
That is wonderful.
So yeah.
So what's really bad is that now that I'm here, is there's going to be a lot of jokes that no one else is going to get, that me and Lee are going to laugh at, and everyone else is going to be like, "It's not really that funny." It's like we find
We'll laugh ironically.
hysterical.
Well, it's like in the Discord chat earlier, everyone's going on about like cockroaches and spiders and stuff being a problem, and I'm like, guys, you don't know shit until you've had cows.
At some point, I'm going to try and make the stream say, "Hey, you know what? It's not that bad. At least you're not Ryan." And at some point in the next few weeks during the stream, I'm going to explain what that means, but not now and not in the first one.
No, my headset didn't just die. It didn't just die. No, it didn't happen.
We weren't saying anything important.
Yep. It's not that
That's
bad.
not
At
the
least
same
you're not
anymore.
Ryan.
be worse. Could be Ryan.
Could be worse. Could be Ryan. Man, I'm genuinely waiting for the day that we get an application from him.
Game dev though.
Huh?
He's working on game dev.
He's not. It's not a paid job though, is it?
No, it's not.
No,
Last I heard.
but he's in the studio.
Your mom's a paid job.
Wait, he's an unpaid intern in game dev. That's
No.
bad.
He got Nandi in there as well.
Oh, Nandor could do so much better. So much better.
Yeah,
But he just doesn't put the effort in. So.
but Nandor puts in effort, and I think like Nandor has like some really good ideas. He's not practiced enough. His execution isn't good enough yet.
What are our plans for the next SOTG? You'll find out on the next SOTG.
Right. So honestly, I need to kind of clear this one up in the stream, maybe, and maybe anyone that's watching on YouTube and stuff. Like, we don't really have plans for the state of the game announcements. It's literally we go like a few days before the state of the game like time comes around. We basically go like, okay, who's got screenshots or videos of like where they're at right now, and that's it. Like we don't kind of go like, let's work towards blah for the next state of the game, because honestly, like, just for the same reason that we can't like give you guys like any release dates or deadlines or anything like that, like we can't hold ourselves to them internally either. You know, like things come up and people, you know, like you know, so one of the programmers recently had like a family tragedy and you know hasn't been able to work for a little while, and you know it's stuff like that happens all the time. And you know we're not, you know, a funded studio with you know hundreds and hundreds of people or whatever. You know, we're just a bunch of guys and girls doing this shit in our spare time, and so it's kind of difficult. And it would be unfair and I think probably even unethical to kind of hold everyone to like super strict deadlines on something like this. So we're just kind of like trundling along, and then like for each state of the game it's literally just a case of us showing everyone in a larger scale than like the little teasers and stuff like that, like exactly where we're at that point in time.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to AFK for a second.
Okay. You didn't miss anything important.
There could be, as far as music goes for the next state of the game, there could be some smooth jazz going down.
Oh man, like elevator music? I'm down.
Yeah, something like that. I think so.
Good old bossa nova.
Your boss is a Nova.
Oh man, Ferris Productions has mastered the subscribe button. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. That's awesome.
So that was just something we were thinking about throwing in there, jokingly here recently. Throwing some, you know, some nice smooth jazz. You know, like you're on the hold.
Did you ever see an MTV show called Fur TV? It was basically like a bunch of hand puppets. Doing hand puppet stuff, I guess. Like one of them was this like Brazilian ladies man type puppet, and another one there was another one that was just like super like dopey and dumb, and then there was this other one called Ed, and Ed was like a huge metalhead. And I'll try and find the video for you later, Booth. But he was all like, you know, like these are all the different genres of metal. He's like, you've got heavy metal, black metal, super black metal, you know, heavy metal, death metal, nuclear gauge metal, all this stuff, and then at the end he's just like, and lounge.
And lounge. That's wondrous.
Yeah, I'll try and find that for you later. I think you'll like that.
I would love to see that.
So how's things in Boofland anyway? Kids all good and everything?
I'm in the middle of retooling a host PC, which is going to take me a little while. So
that sounds gross, man. Super gross.
It's wonderfully awesome. It's a server, so servers have to be dealt with in a completely different way. So
for that kind of stuff, you should talk to Joe's brother, who is a sound producer person.
Excellent.
Sound producer, I think.
He also like. So you know I have that PRS, right? The PRS guitar.
Yeah, your custom 22.
Yeah. I trusted Joe's brother Jack enough to fix it up for me and give it a good seeing to and clean it up, tune it up, and everything. And he did a really good job on it.
So you did your setup, awesome.
Yeah, man.
That is excellent.
Plays like new. Really nice. So, we got any questions in the stream? Anyone got any questions about anything?
No, they're just talking about like rotation. Oh, what are the
Captain
chances? Oh, sorry.
Captain Failsaw says, when are we going to tighten up the graphics on the shoulders?
I'm doing it now. I'm gonna get really upset with you guys. Like,
But why isn't it done yet?
He didn't say that. Uncle Booth said that. He's a prick.
man, there was literally a guy on YouTube going, "You guys are taking too long. I'm losing interest." And I'm like, "Fuck you, man."
What are the chances we see community art in the community corner? That's up to the community corner people.
That is up to the community corner people, and I think that it's totally something we should do. We should.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Submit stuff. We should make a channel in the public Discord.
We should make a channel in the Discord for public submissions to the community corner. What kind of things would you want to see though? That's the question. Is like, do you want us just to go like, oh hey, look, we saw this thing and it's really cool, or do you want us to critique it, or like what do you want from it?
We have time to. That would make the videos like super long if we.
It's actually a really good question though.
If we spend the entire time critiquing it, that'd make the videos like.
Yeah, I'd be up for that.
Or I missed what we're critiquing.
The community. So like, I'm not sure. Just because it would make if we spent time critiquing every single individual picture that came in, like it would increase the time of the video by like so long. Maybe if we had like a separate community corner where it's just like the community art corner, and then
creative
I'd
community
be
corner.
happy to critique, like 3D modeling, not characters, just props and stuff. Like that.
your box quality is subpar.
Exactly.
No, I never really thought about streaming the critiquing process. That'd actually be pretty cool.
Like honestly, I think that's something that I could maybe do here as well. Is like, if you're a subscriber and you want a piece of artwork critiqued, I can critique it over the stream like that. That could be cool, I guess. Is that something people would be interested in?
But the thing is, like, my thing about critiquing work is that I think there has to be some understanding about how that's going to go. Because you don't really know what you're going to get sent, and you don't know who is sending it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think the understanding on my side of things would be like, I think I'm going to have to put on kid gloves.
Yeah. No, because there's critiquing in a studio, there's critiquing professionally, and then there's, critiquing a student.
Yeah.
And there are two things that have to be handled very differently.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you will destroy someone's dreams otherwise, Lee.
Yes.
But otherwise, where's the fun for me?
Tears aren't fun.
People have to be aware that if you're asking for professional critique, it's going to come across in a professional manner.
Yeah.
And sometimes students aren't really prepared for that. If you are blunt about certain things, then, it can hit home pretty hard. So I'm throwing it out there that, make people aware of how professional critique can go down.
Personal critique can make you cry for like a good hour.
Exactly.
Might also be something to think about if we now want to do any critiquing. Should it be during a dev stream or in the community corner? Because if we do it during any of the production streams, that also means that it's taking time away from actual production.
Yeah, but I'm okay with doing let's say 2 critiques per stream or whatever, because that'll only take me 15 minutes,
Yeah, it's just it can't be critique on critique on critique on critique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got stuff to do.
We got things to do. Let's see.
The thing is, like, okay, someone just said, like, how dare you critique my stuff when I asked you to.
You'd be surprised.
Like, some people will spend a lot of time on a piece of work, right? And they'll be proud of it, really proud of it. There's nothing wrong with that. But the worst part is if you critique someone's work who is really proud of it, and in their mind, you know, it's amazing, and then you sit there and you pick it apart, and that's technically what you're asking for. You're asking for from a professional critique. You're asking somebody to look at all of the problems with a piece and how you can improve it. And if you are particularly attached to a said piece of artwork,
if you're emotionally attached to a piece of artwork,
especially, and you're not used to professional critique, then yeah, it's an experience.
It's a soul attack.
It could be on the devastating side, but everybody, especially if you're working in an industry like games, if you're working in an industry like television or film, you cannot be married to any individual ideas, namely just because your superiors can quickly veto the things that you have somehow, you know, have just cemented in your mind as the perfect thing.
Yeah, you guys have to be able to shoot your puppies.
And in the games industry, things change all the time. Like, you have no control sometimes over what you have been asked to work on. Say you're working on an environment for a big AAA game. You know, you have so many people above you that are reviewing all of your work all of the time, and your work is not your work. Your work is a representation of things like the narrative of the area that you're working on. And if the narrative changes, your entire level will have to change, or a section of it will have to change. If a faction that controls an area that you are working on, and suddenly they change the faction, you're going to have to redress your entire environment, you know? And that's like everything that you've been working so hard on to try and come up with to make it look amazing, you know, suddenly all of that is gone in the space of one meeting.
So I guess the way that I would approach this is, and if this is something that people are genuinely interested in, like being critiqued on stream, is when you submit your piece of work for critique, you need to make it very clear what your personal goal is. So, do you want the critique just so that you can get better, or do you want the critique so that you can aim to one day be like a professional game developer or a professional artist or something? Because those are two very different types of critiques that I would give. You know, like one of those critiques would be, you know, very kind of, I'll use the term child-friendly kind of thing, you know, just like, you know, maybe focus on this, but like if you want to be in the games industry, I can absolutely like drill down into specifics of like exactly what's broken, exactly what needs fixing, things that you need to really work on, and, you know, that kind of thing. But I am absolutely happy to do that in a stream, like if that's what people are interested in.
Yeah.
That might also be interesting to hear what they want critiqued as well, like in a picture or model or whatever.
Yeah. And if you guys
realize that somebody's destroying your work in your mind,
yeah,
no one can grow unless you go through things that are incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah, you know, you have to accept that there is always somebody better at what you do.
Oh yes.
And there is always someone who is going to be able to tell you how you can do it better. Always.
Yeah, but if you guys are like critiquing art, if somebody like wants to submit like voiceover stuff, I can critique that as well. And boost.
Certainly. Be very well.
Speaking of critiques, boss, I sent you something to listen to, and I have not heard word back.
You did?
I did.
It was just that bad, man.
Let me hear.
Speaking, did you ever download those files I sent you for the WeTransfer? we're just going into booth right now.
Your booth, while we got you here, how about we just fuck up your day?
That's all good. Let me see. Oni, this is really cool.
Boy, you would have listened to 10 seconds of it.
I'm 21, 22, 23 seconds into it.
Okay. Well, the thing's only like a minute long, so...
Yeah, minute 20. Very League. Very, very League. Do you play League, Oni?
I'm playing League right now.
Oh, okay. That explains much.
I'm playing Corky as we speak.
I like Corky. For Timo.
The new patch in the Hail of Blades rune has just made Corky unbelievable.
I've not played League in years, but it's funny because I can actually point out the exact times when I started playing and when I stopped playing from champion releases. I started playing a week before Misfortune came out, and I stopped playing. God, I'm trying to remember which champion of the what it was called now. Oh, when he's like an alien tentacle thing that fires laser beams. A little while after. Yeah, I think I stopped playing about a month after he came out.
You have missed so much.
Oh yeah, I still watch the tournaments, so I still kind of understand and follow the game, but
I
don't
stopped
play
playing
it.
when Echo came out.
Yeah, there was a couple of days ago. There was a massive patch which overhauled the crit mechanic. Infinity Edge was reworked, so instead of dealing bonus damage on crits, it now doubles your crit chance and converts critical chance to true damage. Then we were given a new item called the Storm Razor, which if you haven't attacked in a few seconds, you get the old Infinity Edge, your crit does bonus damage. But critical strikes now give you movement speed and attack speed.
Ew!
And if you haven't attacked for a few seconds, it guarantees your first attack against a champion is a critical strike.
I'm not down for guaranteed crit.
What is one of the champions?
So
leagues
we're
has
talking like
characters.
one item, 100% crit chance here.
What are the what's the ideal GPU CPU for this kind of work if you don't have it right now?
Honestly, like, you don't need something that amazing, to be honest. Like, ZBrush, for example, it doesn't even rely on the GPU. So, like, I have millions and millions of polygons in here right now. But, like, ZBrush can handle it for some fucking magic reason. Like, ZBrush is a,
Wizardry.
ZBrush is, CPU based. And it's all just fucking magic. Yeah. In terms of, like, most software that you'll need, like, let's think. Like, you can probably get away with, like a 700 series NVIDIA as, like, the lowest end that I would go. You don't need, like, an absolute top-of-the-range beast graphics card, like, at all. I have one largely because I use it for... Like, I do insane things that most other games artists don't do.
There goes Lee just tooting his own horn.
No.
You don't need that 1080 Ti to do ZBrush?
No, you don't. And I don't have a 1080 Ti, I have a 1080 GTX.
I started my ZBrush on a potato laptop.
There you go. Even Warren
Like,
could
the
probably
first-
do ZBrush on his potato.
Probably.
I believe his CPU, if I remember correctly, is like a hamster on a wheel 3000, something like that.
That's my favorite one. What color is it?
Brown and white.
Aww.
It's a cutie one.
So those quills, they're acting more as accessories to the silhouette compared to those large spikes on the elbows, or the horn on the face, right? What other things have you thought about putting in its place? Or were you dead set on that from the outset of this new rendition of the jungle entity?
Wait, sorry, what?
The quills accessories or not?
Are they accessory? What do you mean accessories?
Yeah.
Like things
So
that you'd
this
buy
quill-
from fucking Claire's or something?
Yeah, I mean, so those quills, they're acting more as accessories to the silhouette compared to those large spikes on the elbows or the horn on the face, right? What other things have you thought about putting in its place, or were you dead set on that from the outset of the new rendition of the jungle entity?
I just kind of like the idea of them. I like the idea of them kind of like maybe waving around a little bit, maybe looking a little bit like kind of like big grass. Almost kind of like, so in the jungle area, like there's a lot of grass that kind of like is bioluminescent and it glows when there's low lighting. So it kind of like acts as kind of like a similar feature to that kind of thing.
Lee, you are perfectly willing. It's given. I'm giving you permission to crotch kick me for even suggesting this. Is it possible to throw things like some of the mega scans onto his back, like small mushrooms and grass and moss and things like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Last time I put
absolutely.
mushrooms on him, people got mad at us.
That different mushroom. Different mushroom. But yeah, no, yeah, that's absolutely something we can do, and that's something that we're going to be experimenting with quite heavily with Freya, actually, because of the type of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the type of character that Freya is, and Artist Woman can go into more detail on the kind of like the inspiration that she used for that hero's creation, but it's very kind of like woodland-based, plant-based kind of stuff. So there's going to be like twigs and leaves and stuff in her hair. There's going to be like a wreath made out of like some flowers or stuff.
Leaves.
Yeah, leaves.
General foliage.
She's
Yeah.
not a flowery girl. She's kind of like, say something about my bark and you have a tree up your ass.
Her,
Talk about
You
my
could say-
bark, see my bite.
Pretty
you
much.
could say that her bark is worse than her bite.
Now, Stream, realize this. When you think you have a cool idea, realize that the artists probably already thought of that.
Well,
And,
no, not at all. Like, no, in terms of like the jungle boss, like that's absolutely something that I would consider maybe for like if and when we ever get to the point that we can do like alternate skins for heroes, because we do have plans for those. It's more a case of like at the moment we just have to get like lots of heroes done. Yeah, we have to get lots of heroes done, and then we can do the secondary skins and stuff, right? So the same thing is going to be true of like the lane minions and the jungle bosses and stuff like that. Like I'm more than happy to make like alternate appearances for them for people to unlock or to buy or whatever. And so like I'm more than happy to do like a version of this guy where he's basically just been like, maybe he's been asleep for like 100 years and you know like nature has overgrown him.
I still want Frosty the Snow Prime.
I want the cotton candy prime.
the cotton candy prime. So I mean like you know, in one of the earlier streams someone asked like, can we give him a Christmas hat and stuff, like a Christmas outfit for Christmas time, and I'm like, yeah, look, here you go, have a hat and a beard, you know, like why not? There's nothing to stop us doing any of that. It's just at the moment our priority has to be get the bulk of the work done first, and then we can focus on the additional kind of like tertiary features.
Once we have the core content down, we can focus on the cosmetic kind of thing. But until we've got ourselves in a solid place, a decent balance, a playable game, and enough heroes under our belt to say that we're an actual game, we shouldn't be focused too much on cosmetic.
Exactly.
Because, let's be real, we don't want to pull a smite.
Well, yeah, and again, like
they had as many skins on release as they did gods. Like, let's be realistic here.
So, like, again, you know, something I brought up in the previous stream is that, you know, even the map that we built, like, we're basically going back to scratch and we're re-greyboxing everything to make sure that we have a fully working map rather than focusing on visuals, because, you know, making sure it works is more important than making sure it looks good at this moment in time, you know?
And I really do hope we get it working, because, oh, it looks so good.
I know. We'll like, it's gonna look good as well, we just have to focus on the other stuff first, for now.
Booth, I'll get those things recorded for you today, by the way.
What's that?
I'll get those things recorded for you today, too.
Oh, you don't have to. It's not something that's of emergent necessity. I mean, it's just the reason why I sent you guys those lines is so that you guys can start formulating ideas of things that would fit into those specific instances of dialogue that are applicable to a new announcer pack. If this happens and we have the passive aggressive announcer pack, how is the passive aggressive announcer pack going to address that issue?
Yeah, that's actually something I brought up in text, but I may as well bring it up here too. Like, a lot of the heroes have unique personalities to them, different ways of speaking.
Yeah.
We've even talked about some having accents. Some of them would approach the lines differently. Like, just thinking... Like, thinking along the lines of heroes that we've already kind of semi-confirmed, Cronin would have an entirely different way of speaking than Warden.
Oh,
yeah,
completely. Completely different. Yeah, all of these things have to be approached as an individual, unique entity in everything, not only in their art, but massive amount of that goes into the sound design and
apparently the vampire that I'm all but confirmed to voice now because of Lee would put sexual innuendo into everything.
Yep.
Let's be real.
Yeah, in your endo, bro.
What the hell are you? I'm the Todd.
I see him.
Maybe we should name him that, the Todd.
People are still talking about like PC specs in chat. The one thing that I would say is important in game dev is to have plenty of RAM. Like, I personally would say 32 gigabytes is the minimum that you should have, because you have a tendency to have lots of programs open at once. Not so much now with this guy, right now, because of the stage of development he's at, but very shortly, I'll be having ZBrush open, baking software open, painting software open, and Unreal open all at the same time, so that I can preview each different stage of his next steps kind of thing. So lots of RAM really comes in handy there.
Way to ram it home, Lee.
Anybody ever watch Gordon Ramsay when the guy kept asking for more pumpkin in his risotto, and he says, "I'll give you more pumpkin. I'll ram it up your ass. Do you want it whole or diced?"
I have, because I religiously watch everything Gordon Ramsay.
That would be me as well. I love that guy.
Yeah, we get that sandwich love, man.
I'm just listening to June's boyfriend in the background.
Whispering sweet nothings in chat, right?
I watch an episode or two of Kitchen Nightmares a day.
That's
What's that like?
It's pretty awesome, especially when you hit, Amy's Baking Company. Whoa.
Oh, God. 2-part episode, and it was just...
The thing is,
you got this follow? Oh, sorry.
Go on.
Cyanosis. You want it? Or do I have it? Right.
What word did you just say?
Cyanosis just followed you.
I thought that's a poisonous.
It's a Cyanosis.
Cyanosis has just joined the fray. Welcome.
Awesome.
What kind of name is that, though?
A good one. Like Psionics from D&D. You don't play Psionics?
Did you just say Dianetics?
Psionics.
Oh, okay. Thought we were gonna go into L. Ron Hubbard there for a second.
Oh my god. Let's not.
Okay, so I just logged onto the stream, and I see that it's like Scion with a P, and I'm like, oh, psionic. Okay.
God damn it.
Now I understand.
Psionesis.
We have 35 minutes left of the stream, guys.
Hey. Hi. Psionesis has joined the fray.
Mr. John says Oni sounds like Markiplier.
Oh god.
You and everybody else says that.
It's got a shotgun.
He does not sound like Markiplier.
Chasing me.
Oni, you gonna start streaming Five Nights at Freddy's?
Stop.
I am the king.
It's such a bad shot.
Five Nights at Freddy's!
You're a bad shot. You're
No,
a
I will.
bad
I will never
shot.
touch a FNAF game as long as I live.
Shot.
What?
I think
community
June's boyfriend
turned
has found someone who's a bad shot. You're a bad shot! Oh my god!
Yes, he is.
I should play a horror game. I think Oni sounds like Alucard, that's all. Crispin Freeman?
I got a half.
You got a lot of Crispin Freeman references, don't you, Oni?
Take that green.
All the time.
Yeah. Alucard, you guys keep saying stuff like Oni sounds like Alucard and he sounds like Winston. All those characters are voiced by Crispin Freeman. So you're basically saying that Oni sounds like Crispin Freeman.
What did you say, Crispin Glover?
Crispin Freeman.
Sorry, Biff. I'm sorry.
Don Glover?
I'll play the last one, it's free.
See, no, I've actually gotten the Alucard comparison a few times, and there's always one thing I like to ask when I get it. Are we talking the Crispin Freeman Alucard, or are we talking abridged Alucard?
I know, I think I know Bridge Alucard.
Or are we talking the new Netflix Alucard?
Good
Most
point.
good restaurants that you go to allow you to order a la carte.
Yeah, but it's Freeman voice Markiplier. Markiplier wishes.
Okay, I think I can safely say that in the next stream I will be re-topoing and UVing, and that shouldn't really take long. And then we're on to text.
Famous last words. I got another pie today. I got a sweet potato pie, and I'm happy. I've just been eating this whole stream.
Oh, good, you're eating. Good job.
I thought that had a name like
I can
Fun
support this.
Streams.
Yes, I support you eating.
Along with
wondering
mandatory
if I-
nap time, mandatory food time.
Yep.
My wife this afternoon actually made bacon chili cheese fries.
Oh, shut up.
Oh yes, she did.
Shut up.
That is a wonderful.
You just...
Okay, so I recently just saw a commercial. For anybody on the team who's talked to me for more than 5 minutes, you know I have an unhealthy obsession with a food item known as poutine.
It's
Oh,
because it's
not
one of the most
really?
wonderful things ever.
Now we have a restaurant chain up here in Canada called Triple O's, essentially White Spot. Don't know if you guys have that in the States, but Triple O's recently released, like as of a couple of days ago, a new burger called the Canadian Poutine Burger. It's literally poutine in a bun.
Nice.
And I've been doing that for years, so I was like, they owe me royalties for this shit.
You didn't copyright it.
I don't know if the poutine burger has publishing or publishable rights, but if it does, you should have got on that.
It's your fault, man.
But I went out this morning and I got one.
You just hear Omega stuffing his face.
Damn,
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah, should go on there, man.
Loud.
In the interest of full disclosure, when Oni and I were first talking about Oni's contribution to the development team,
Currently lack thereof.
I think we spent probably 75% of that conversation talking about poutine.
We did.
So
Do better, Oni.
Literally,
Do better.
the entire process was, hi there, hi. What? Talking about poutine for 20 minutes. Oh shit, we're here to read lines. Okay, read one line. Cool, you're hired. So back to poutine. Like that was the entire process.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to be honest, there's worse things to have to talk about.
I mean, well, you could talk about pudding instead of pudding.
Talk about what?
Pudding.
Pudding?
Okay, you need to just stop all of what you are.
You love everything about me, Oni.
According to the community.
You can't hide what's inside.
You can't hide what's inside.
Mr. John to Almighty says if you're ever in Texas, try Armadillos. They have 3-pound burgers.
Oh, it's just. I
That would
actually
be wonderful,
the
but-
problem is like I think if I ever visit Texas, I'm not gonna make it home.
Someone will shoot you.
Someone will shoot me. Yeah.
If Almighty is in Texas, I will be there with him, and we will be making a special call and going to Franklin's and spending an inordinate amount of money on the best barbecue like ever.
We'll be going on a fucking barbecue trail booth.
Yes.
Like three
So
meals
those
meals a day for 5 days, just straight up barbecue.
So 5 meals
I
a day
actually-
for 7 days.
I actually have a bit of a challenge for the stream. So we want to get our names out there. We want to get as much support from the community as possible. There's a restaurant that just opened in my town that serves certified the hottest hot wings in all of North America. It's an actual food challenge. So
Really?
these things use a special sauce that has a
Scoville
unit, a Scoville unit of 4.2 million.
Oh, they have to be using. They've got to be using extract then, like Reaper extract.
Yeah.
Reaper extract, Pepper X, and and Nagas, I believe.
You know all about.
These were
Pepper
the
X,
ingredients
that's awesome.
chosen to create the perfect barbecue.
I've got to be honest.
But yeah,
I'm
these,
totally
these
down for
wings
this.
these wings are apparently so hot they cause physical pain to the
Yeah,
people eating.
I'm down for this.
Are you offering?
If the stream can get a certain amount of followers in the next little while, I will get everybody on the team and we will go and the whole VG team will eat a basket of Diablo Death Wings.
Well, how are you going to do that? Like, dude. Like, don't get me wrong. I am totally down for doing this, but I live the entire other side of the fucking world, so.
I didn't sign up for this, man. I need you to take several seats.
for anybody who's nearby, I'll treat anybody who's nearby, and then when we eventually have our first meetup, I will bring an extra large bucket of them.
He's catering.
I will cater.
He's trying to cater.
I'll bring Diablo Sauce Death Wings.
What about that gelato?
Suffer with me. We will need the gelato after eating.
The gelato is required.
Do you have no concept of how hot these wings are, Omega?
No.
Okay.
So here's the thing.
Oni, did you really just ask that question? Do you know how much media I consume?
Then you probably know how hot these are.
No.
Right.
Really?
Yes.
Are you working with layers on this?
Nah.
Straight on to the mesh.
Just straight on. I'm
of
just.
course.
Yeah.
What's a layer?
I'm being super dumb. Yeah. What's one of those?
Yeah, because I noticed that you didn't go in and change, and I was like, what? Wait. How? Why?
I'm just being super dumb on this one. So, do you know what I was thinking? I was thinking like it'd be really cool if one day we could have a master that has like, they have this bit of horn here, like basically that's been like snapped off or broken off or whatever, and is their weapon. Like they have it like attached to an axe or whatever. And then I've just unhidden the scale reference and gone, it's not gonna work.
He's a little horny.
Yeah.
So Gur, those horns are that are supposed to be on each side of his head. Shape idea for you. What do you think about them looking like a set of axe blades, or maybe even those bent angled horns like Ichigo from Bleach? Or are you set on the idea of them being kind of like a bull? Wouldn't a gazelle like twist be fitting to the idea of scales and bumps?
What's an Ichigo?
Ichigo, it's an anime. Bleach, the anime Bleach.
Bleach.
Oh, okay.
Get out of here with that weeb shit.
Sit down somewhere, Oni. Let them be weebs. If I burst on fire, that's all you people. I speak English for at Oni, I think McDonald's higher ups watch the cameras for new sandwich ideas because the kitchen staff makes all sorts of funny stuff.
I don't know.
I
if
wasn't
this
in a
is-
McDonald's. I was in a Triple O's. I was in a white spot. There's a difference.
I don't know if anybody else has this with McDonald's, but where I'm at, people end up getting like some kind of double cheeseburger and a spicy chicken sandwich from them, and they combine those and they call it a McBitchin.
McBitchin.
Yep, McBitchin.
Nice.
It's totally a thing.
We have the McGangbang up here.
Huh?
The McGangbang. Oh, please, what is the McGangbang?
It's 2 Big Macs surrounding a fillet of fish.
Let me just.
VG Hot Wing Challenge.
Sounds wrong.
I'm not dealing
Hang on, let me
with those
just-
wings, yo.
Let me just see if I have the right idea for that suggestion.
We've also got the Mega Man.
Sounds mega, man.
Blue.
Okay, so the Mega Man that we have up here is you take a junior chicken, then you top it with a cheeseburger, then you top it with a Big Mac, then you top it with a quarter pounder, then you top it with another junior chicken.
Those are all things I don't eat.
I actually feel my arteries closing up just listening to
Thanks, thanks for the bits, Leadmaster. Appreciate you.
Is this the kind of like shape idea you were thinking? I guess was it Morodan that made the suggestion?
Zico80 says, Oni's. Oh, sorry.
And I guess the stream needs to catch up.
that.
Zico80 says, Oni's voice is spectacular.
Spectacular.
You spectacular, Oni. Winky face, heart emoji, kissy emoji.
All of what you are needs to cease and desist.
He loves me so much.
Yeah, I mean this kind of thing could work, I guess. I don't
I
know.
like it. They're too small for the scale.
Yeah, I think so too.
Too small.
Yeah. I think this is one of those things where like I'll leave it as it is for now, and then later on if I do like
No, it doesn't look good.
yeah,
I'm telling you right now, it doesn't look good.
I agree. That's why I agree.
Professional critique.
Yep. Professional critique. Stop it now.
Stop everything you're doing.
Cease.
It doesn't go with the rest of it.
I hate that. Stop what you're doing, because I hate that.
No, I'm not wrong. That doesn't-
No, I know.
He's not wrong.
I trust Joe's judgment.
I don't know why.
Girl.
Cool.
So, I had a fun idea.
Did
This
you
is
though?
actually a friend of mine. I'll let you speak first.
No, it's fine. Go on.
So, a friend of mine, I was showing him a couple of the streams, like when we were first started working on the Jungle Boss on the Prime here and everything. Because he was super into Paragon, and I showed him all about this game because he didn't realize we existed, and he was just like, oh, "I am so on board with this." And I showed him the stream where we were originally talking about Prime cosmetics, like the little Santa hat, or just giving him little hats.
Yeah.
And Boof, I know you're gonna love this one. He suggested we take 2 giant slices of bread and stick them on either side of the Prime's head.
I love it so much I might do it right now.
Oh my gosh. Girl, are you like putting on the scaly skin on Prime? I thought you had to do that by hand.
I mean, some of it's by hand, some of it's with alphas. There's a real mix going on. Let's append a box. Turn this into. I'm gonna turn this into bread.
Professional critique on the box.
Sandwich.
Yeah, Joe, what do you think about this box?
Yeah.
I know the stream needs to catch up, but you know.
Yeah. I went with the whole 2 slices of bread thing. I thought he was originally going to call it, like an idiot sandwich. I thought he was making a Gordon Ramsay joke, But then he said the most bone-chillingly terrible, like, dad-style pun. I'm kind of hoping we run with it, just because it's aggravating.
Okay. I can go with that pun.
If we were to put the 2 slices of bread, he'd be a prime cut of beef.
Haha! See, I like that, but I am a dad, so...
Yeah, so you get dad humor.
Yeah. It's literally an unlock, like, it just happens.
It just occurs.
Yep.
How does it occur? When people start calling you daddy. Oh, shit.
By the power of dad. by the power of baby. I am a father.
Oh, that's some quality low fish. Does Megascans have a bread outfit?
It might do, actually. The hell? Why is that going on?
I would love can we just have like a food time Prime? Just a whole bunch of like different food skins for Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't actually be putting bread on the Prime.
No, for anyone who's mildly surprised at what Lee's doing, this is the type of shit that I would see him do all the time. we would say some dumb shit when we were up working till like stupid o'clock in the morning. And he'd be like,
"What are you doing under them trees?"
We'd say something. What are you doing? I don't know. I'm doing this. I don't know why. I don't know. It looks funny.
Sorry, guys, I'm back.
Welcome
Hey,
back.
Luffy.
We had to confirm a whole bunch of info from my wife's new iPhone. So,
She got a new iPhone?
yeah.
But why
Congratulations.
though? iPhones are awful.
I love iPhones.
I prefer
I just
commas.
recently I went to... I just went back to iPhone after having used a different phone that was of the Android platform, and I hated it. I tried to like it.
Everything just works on iPhone.
I've never used an iPhone and I never will.
I'm sorry.
I've used an iPhone in both Devland and personal use, and I don't like them.
I hate them.
Oh.
So,
Me too.
why are we now turning Prime Beastie into the idiot Santa?
Because a friend of mine watched the boss stream and suggested we put 2 pieces of bread on his face and call him a prime cut of meat.
Did you ping him yet? Did you ping him? Did you ping your friend?
Bam.
He's watching right now.
Oh man.
Oh,
Hey,
he
friend.
must
How
be
you doing?
really happy.
Hey bud. Hey budda. You doing good?
He just messaged me on Discord saying this is perhaps the single greatest thing I have ever seen. Shame on you.
Winky face kiss emoji.
Ooh, now look at that
He would be-
toast.
He would be interacting in chat, but he doesn't have a Twitch account.
That's fine. We can interact with him here. Winky face
color
kiss
is
It takes
emoji.
all
You
of
should make
5
one.
seconds to make one. I've got to be honest.
You should make one and then follow us. We
Well, I
made
should
bread for
say-
you, sir.
I should say he has a Twitch account, but it's suspended.
Right.
You should defy Twitch for us.
Defy all law.
It's time to try defying gravity.
I've actually seen that show.
It's a great song.
This is a new pitch for McDonald's. This is the McPrime. And
This is the McFuck you up.
Guaranteed to give you a severe case of the intestinal regrets.
AKA gravy leg.
My intestines aren't doing the best.
Mud butt. Do you know, I learned about the term
You're
mud
even
butt.
texturing it. You're even texturing it. You're actually polypainting it. I find that-
Well, the thing is, I'm at the stage where, like, now, in terms of, like the Prime guy, like, what I have to do next is the low poly stuff. So, there's no point in me starting that now, because the stream's going to finish in, like, 10 minutes, so...
Well, see, here's the interesting thing. The addition of this piece of Wonder Bread, if you will, now has to be included in the Prime Pit with the frogs. We have
Pricey
3
Snail
frogs,
has joined.
Prime, and a slice of bread.
Pricey Snail has joined the fray. Thanks
Yep.
for following.
he is an idiot sandwich.
Prime cut of meat.
There it is.
Raw XD, I'm delicious.
You can absolutely blame Oni's friend for this.
We need
okay,
a turntable of this and send it to Gordon Ramsay's tweet.
State of the game. This is what this is going up on next. Sure enough.
So my buddy just messaged me on Discord. He wants me to tell you all something from the bottom of his heart.
Mhm.
You should all be ashamed of yourselves, and I love you with every fiber of my being.
How we roll, man.
Make a new
Love you
Twitch
too.
account.
Defy Twitch for us. Smiley face kiss emoji. Rye smile. 100%.
Why am I paying so much
Ironically,
attention to the positioning of this thing? I don't know.
Ironically
going to-
saying
Because
emoji.
you're you.
Ironically saying emojis is my new thing now.
Oh, it's gone all messed up. That's no good.
See, what we're gonna have to do now is whatever day somebody's got to find out what day Gordon Ramsay's birthday is, and when that happens, this goes into the Prime Pit that entire day.
Oh man. Oh hey, girl, you remember to reactivate symmetry.
The symmetry is fine.
You might want to put the center of it in the center. Mesh center.
Hang on.
You know, now that we're talking about this, I kind of hope we have like one really good like food-themed master or like food-themed skin.
I want. Can we give Prime Beast a fruit cup?
A what? Cup?
You're all
fruit
the
cup.
fruit we need.
I'm only fruity because you're here, honey. Winky face, kissy emoji, heart,
God damn it.
blue heart.
You guys, please.
Lee,
Please, I'm trying to do serious work here.
Lee,
Yo.
alt-click the third symbol from the left. On the actual gizmo kind of thingy.
Yeah, this
It's
one.
on the gizmo. No, on the... Oh,
The gizmo.
stream. I'm looking at the stream. Never mind.
I do.
No, it
I'm now
still
trying.
still didn't work.
Oh,
It's being-
in the chat.
Being weird.
But now you don't have symmetry on.
I do have symmetry on.
I just thought of the Moshi Moshi thing and imagine Prime going super cutesy in the middle of a fight, taking a phone call like Moshi Moshi.
Moshi Moshi.
Is gonna catch on Omega saying emojis.
I don't want that to be something that catches on.
I'm gonna do it just to piss you off, Oni.
Man, there's gonna be some
You mean like-
angry
you
YouTube
mean
comment
like how
about
you
how like
exist?
we've gone back to trolling people again.
They're gonna. Hey, it's better than the other things that they get mad at us for.
There we go, idiot sandwich prime. Okay, we have 12 minutes left. It's 12 minutes of question time. Because
Go! It's not that bad. At least you're not Ryan.
Time.
ask questions, suggest toppings for prime booth sandwiches, and yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
My children are asking me if Daddy will order pizza for dinner tonight. Should I do it?
Well,
Yeah.
I vote yes.
Because Oni's not doing it for us.
yeah.
I have a
mother-
question. I have a question, Lee.
Yeah, go for it.
Is Solid Snake's nose really that fucking big?
I have a question. Did you finish tightening up the graphics on level 3?
Yes.
Yes.
Lee, I have a very important question.
Go.
Will this be for PS4?
You just want me to turn the stream off. It's not going to work this time.
No, but I do actually have a legitimate question.
Go.
Xbox?
So, with the touch-ups that we're doing to the map design and just a lot of the graphical things,
Mm-hmm.
do we think for the next state of the game, like in a month or so, we'll be able to have a really good visual representation to show everybody just how far everything is coming along?
No.
Or will the next state of the game be focused more on like non-visual aspects?
Opposite end of the
infographic?
spectrum, actually.
I actually kind of think like the next state of the game is probably going to be on like how far the mechanics have come along, what the programming team's been working on, all that kind of stuff. Artwork is just kind of like trundling on the way that it has ever since the beginning, but the programming guys have been making some real leaps. So, yeah.
Can we have a video? It's just like meet the voice team.
I mean, maybe later down the line.
I'm okay
You
with
should just
that.
be like, hey guys.
But
What's up?
I think that should be good.
I figured before we get the meme questions in, we should have at least one serious development question. So, okay. I've
You say
filled the
after you ask about PS4.
I filled the shoes, meme away.
Can we have some peanut butter and jelly?
Can we have some ants on a log?
Wait, I should totally turn this into a grilled Charlie.
What?
A what?
A grilled Charlie.
Yes, you.
A cheese? A grilled cheese?
No, a grilled Charlie.
What the fuck's a Charlie? What is a Charlie?
What in the fuck is a grilled Charlie?
A grilled
Peanut butter
Charlie.
outside, chocolate inside. Dude.
Yeah.
Ew! What the ew?
Yeah.
Ew!
Peanut butter and chocolate?
Right. So the directions.
So like a recent-
hang on. Ingredients list for a grilled Charlie: Wonder bread, 2 slices. Peanut butter, creamy, enough to coat one side of 1 slice of bread. American cheese singles, 2 slices. Butter, spreadable or whipped butter is recommended, and Hershey's chocolate syrup. Directions.
Okay, the fact that you're actually suggesting mixing peanut butter, chocolate, and cheese,
Cheese?
get out. Just get out.
Direction.
we should
Hang on.
have
Hang on.
bacon
Hang on.
for
Hang
it.
on. Right. First of all, you'll need to take a seat because binging with Babish actually made this and then ate it, and he said it wasn't that bad. So yeah.
Okay, but binging with Babish eats weird shit all the time. That's not the point. The point is, it's not even good cheese. You said Kraft singles. You said that processed sliced shit.
Hey,
That's not
don't cross my
cheese.
Kraft singles.
That's not cheese.
It does. Well, it doesn't say Kraft singles. It says American cheese singles.
Yeah, those are processed cheese singles.
Yeah, I know.
Those
Look,
are not
everything in
cheese.
America is processed. You know what am I?
Wow.
Everything in America is either processed or not made in America. Not the point.
You know, you're technically America too.
I am Canadian.
I actually looked at the ingredients on a bottle of Hershey's chocolate syrup, and it was literally like 90% fucking corn syrup.
We're all North America here. North America, South America, Central
Anyway,
America.
directions for cooking. First, spray a saute pan very liberally with Pam or similar cooking spray. Over medium heat, place 2 slices of cheese in the pan, followed by a buttered slice of white bread. Butter side should be facing up. Heat for 2 minutes or longer, being careful not to burn the cheese. Next, drizzle Hershey's chocolate sauce on top of that before placing another slice of white bread, also buttered on one side, again with the butter side facing up on top. Let the sandwich cook for another minute. The cheese will brown, but before the cheese burns, flip the whole mess over so that the buttered bread that you just placed on top will now brown nicely, making the bread crispy. The final step occurs after you take this concoction off the heat and flip it onto your plate, cheese side down. Immediately smear the top with a thin layer of creamy peanut butter while the sandwich is still hot.
That sounds so disgusting. Also,
That's almost as gross at what John does. John's the guy who came up with the prime cut of meat thing. But, what he does, and it just sickens me. So he'll order like a really good pizza, right? Like we're talking cheese or like a meat lovers. His favorite thing to do is with a meat lovers pizza.
Okay.
He will then sprinkle that shit with powdered sugar and cover it in peanut butter.
Sir,
Wait, what?
gross.
He puts sugar and peanut butter on pizza.
I'm going.
Like a really good meat pizza.
I like sugar, but I can't do
I'm
it.
from Sweden, and we have interesting sorts of pizzas, like banana
There's-
curry cheese pizza.
You
Which
have
I grew up-
Swedish pizza. It doesn't count as real.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
well,
Well, so like
Wow.
the biggest food betrayal in my opinion from Sweden is smorgastorta, which is called sandwich,
No!
which is sandwich cake. And when I think of like sandwich cake, I think of like cakes sandwiched together, right? But this shit is like fucking fish and other bullshit.
It's
Like
a cake made out of sandwich, not
fuck
the
off.
other way around.
no, no,
Delicious.
no,
Yes.
no.
I don't know.
Captain Foul Sauce. Congratulations on ordering a fantastic book. Way of Kings is excellent. Second, I have not seen the new Tremors movie yet. I apologize. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, but I keep finding other things to do instead.
Okay, so just to emphasize a point here, because I firmly believe this, Canada has some of the best food ever. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a video from YouTube of people eating Canadian food, and I'm gonna post it in Discord. You will all watch why Canadians are some of the jolliest people in the fucking world. It's because of our food,
No, it's because of maple syrup.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's maple syrup.
which is still part of our food.
No, it's part of your bloodstream.
Yeah, I've actually bathed in it, honestly.
I've seen how Canadians are born, sir.
Comes right out of the tap.
No, Canadians are born at the height of winter. They breach a layer of ice in a lake, and they come out hockey stick in hand, and they just start guzzling maple syrup. I've seen it.
I've wrong Discord. Okay. I'm supposed to post that in the dev Discord.
I have
Okay.
I have an unpopular opinion.
Okay.
I'm intelligent.
I don't like Nutella. And I don't.
It's
don't like what?
Nutella's garbage. It's all about cajeta.
You don't like what?
Nutella.
Oh, Nutella. Yeah, nobody likes Nutella.
Yeah,
Okay.
cajeta is way better, dude. Try cajeta. You'll like
What's
it.
that? What was it? Carnita?
Cajeta.
Cajeta.
Fit
To
with
me-
cajeta.
One of the yummiest things that I ever had that was kind of like Nutella but not was I was at Bossa Studios in London, and they were doing a game jam, so I was there for the weekend, and their producer went and got pizza for everyone, and they got pizza dessert for everyone, and the pizza dessert was pizza bread with chocolate melted on top, and then grated hazelnuts on top of that, and sliced strawberries, and it was just the best.
BK has joined the fray. Thanks for following. But yeah, no, I just don't get it. Like, I got like a small jar of it, and I was like, this is just melted chocolate.
It's hazelnut.
It's melted
Well,
chocolate.
Pizza has been ordered.
Right, guys,
Yeah.
There's
you got
sushi pizza.
2 minutes till the end of the stream. Any last minute questions?
Also, what was that thing you said? What is it?
Cajeta?
Cajeta is basically like a caramel sauce that's really thick.
A
Yeah, I could
caramel
do
sauce
that.
that's thick. Cajeta
also-
is a caramel sauce that's really thick.
It also sounds like a goofy white person trying to say "shut up" in Spanish.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry, Oni. I knew that was gonna trigger Oni more than anything. That's become my existence. Just upsetting Oni.
You're super silly. Right. Since there's no more questions, I'm just gonna end the stream. So good night, everybody. Thank you to all the new
Bye,
followers.
guys.
Thank you to the
Bye-bye.
new subscriber. Thank you to the team for coming in and making everything entertaining. Because you know I'm about as entertaining as wet paint. So yeah. No, thank you very much to everyone, and we'll catch you on Monday evening, same time. See you later, everybody.